all alone. Pressure, you'll have to answer to your own. Pressure, I'm sure you have some cosmic rationale. But here you are in the ninth. 2 men out and 3 men on, nowhere to look but inside. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video, Earth 2 as well. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before I get started, everyone check out Star Helix and Kyle Willson on YouTube, and check out at Not Star Helix, at Hey David Don, and at EQ_crypto. Those are my bays on the Twitter. There's a couple of things to go over today. One of which, I'll start with Earth 2. I'll wait for people to get here, and then I'll go over the SpaceX, Pokémon potential partnerships here. For Earth 2, we have Luke TC, who's an E2 whale, saying that, "Hi everyone, I interviewed Shane today for the ETM event." That is basically a Metaverse event. Saying that he is one of the most humble, kindest people I've ever spoken with. I'm honored to share his story with you at my event this week. It will answer a lot of your questions in regards to Earth 2. And he goes on just about saying that he's an amazing guy, an amazing person, but that should be on Thursday. There is going to be the ETM's Enter the Metaverse. There's going to be an event on Thursday. Thursday is December 2nd, which also happens to be the same day as Andre Jick's video. Oh, is that the 2nd or the 3rd? I'm not sure. But either way, there's a ton of amazing stuff coming out this week. It does start tomorrow with the first appearance of Kitty Pryde. That's going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will go live for that. And then there's going to be a Holy Trinity 3 special. Holy Trinity 3 is Superman, the Todd McFarlane Batman, and the Secret Rare Spider-Man. I don't know if that's going to be on Discord, on Twitter, or on here. I'll let y'all know. And Logan Paul's NDA ends today. I will get to SpaceX and everything in a minute, but right now I'm just going to focus on Logan Paul real quick, because a lot of people have been messaging me about this. And thanks, Steven. Basically, what we have here is, what was the next? What was it? Well, hang on. Let me find it. Okay, here it is. Andre Jick just posted on Instagram. Says, "I saw Logan come out with this card in Miami when he fought Floyd Mayweather. To have held it in my hand today is such an unreal feeling. Thanks again." For those of you that, Jeff D says, "Here's $1,800 worth of OMI at $1. Thank you. Thank you so much. My man, I love you. I love you, Jeff D. Thank you so much. I will try to get more and more as time goes on. I really will. It is kind of rough being a down like $400,000 from 0.0083 down to like 0.0048, and now it's up to 5.2. So anyway, I'll keep going here. For those of you that do not know this story, where Andre Jick's talking about, "Hey, I finally got to hold it in my hand," up until several months ago, earlier this year, there's a bunch of PSA 10 first edition Charizards. That's the one that everybody knows, that everybody remembers from base set. The condition was PSA 10. There's 121 of those. And up until earlier this year, there was only 2 BGS. BGS meaning Beckett, BGS 10s. Only 2 in the world. And then, suddenly, a third one comes out of nowhere. It was graded. The guy Gary, King Pokémon, that's his name, he said he reaches out to every high-end collector in the community and says, "Guys, I will give you $50,000 just to point me in the direction of where that is. If it goes through, $50,000 your way." So I'm calling everyone, but you know, the whole Pokemon community was shaking, because that's a $50,000 payday just to find that. He was going to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. And for those of you that don't know, Logan Paul came out with that in his fight with Floyd Mayweather, BGS 10. It's like, what? How did he get that? What he did was he spent $150,000 buying one from Gary, King Pokémon. He has the biggest Charizard collection in the world. And when he got that from him, he himself took it upon himself to cut it open, resubmit it to BGS, and he happened to get a 10, and that's $1 million card right now. So when Andre Jick made this post, Andre Dickey, does he like Pokemon? Yes. Has he spent a couple $100,000 in Pokemon? I think so. This in conjunction with the fact that Brock McBlockchain saying 2 days on Twitter earlier today, and Logan Paul's non-disclosure agreement that he has, we don't know what for, that ends today. Today is, I think, the last day that he has it, and a big announcement will either be coming tonight or tomorrow over the next couple of days. So it does seem to line up pretty well. Brock McBlockchain saying, oh, hey, less than 2 days, and then tomorrow is probably going to be that announcement because Logan Paul's NDA is over with today. Not only that, but one of his buddies in a separate podcast had said he was talking about that same thing I was talking about, coming out of the Floyd Mayweather fight with that card, and somebody says, this is not even. He talks to Logan saying, yeah, this is like also pales in comparison to that other Pokemon news you have. Like I don't want to say anything, and then Logan glares at him. So that's the Pokemon connection, and why I think, and I've gone over before all the tweets the head of licensing that Akomi had put out with Nintendo and Akomi and Alfred Arcon saying, oh, hey, oh yeah, the Jeremy Pokemon tweet. There's been a couple of them today. The Jeremy Pokemon tweet I am going to save for later because I actually don't have that right now. But let's get to SpaceX. Okay, well, in September 3rd of this year, we had this guy named Chung Feng, and Chung Feng said, hey guys, look, a 2013 email to employees on why Elon Musk wants to keep SpaceX private. And it just goes on to say why he wants to keep it private, why he doesn't want public hands in this. And, well, guess what? Now he's, at that time, that was also 8 years ago. But Elon Musk decided to go back into Twitter earlier today, and he decided to reply to this tweet. And he's saying, a lot has happened in 8 years, which it has. He would most likely want to get funding for SpaceX, or a lot more, take it public if he needs funding to be able to go to Mars quickly, or to be able to fund pretty much whatever he wants. And anything that he wants to do, people seem to be on board with. So that in conjunction with Jeremy Padower saying earlier today, again, this all happening today, he says, quote, Elon Musk wrote me a one-word email in 1997 reading, no. We were pursuing the same domain name, x.com. The seller offered it to me and then Elon for $10,000. Elon beat me by 2 hours. I emailed Elon and offered $12,000 for it, and Elon answered no, and x.com became PayPal. Something that Elon Musk had made about, I think it was like either 20 million or 180 million. One of those that he made a lot of money on. So, end quote. And that was the tweet. And it's really weird how Jeremy Padower is talking about Elon Musk the same day that Elon Musk is hinting that he wants to take SpaceX public. And also, we have David Yu here, who does not do anything by mistake. Like, if anyone ever watches Kyle XY, nothing's just anything if it comes from Adam Balin. Nothing means just anything if it comes from Adam Balin, if it comes from Dumbledore, if it comes from our Lord and Savior, David Yu, with a SpaceX hat. Now, I understand it is very, very possible the fact that he just has maybe a affinity or a love for SpaceX. Maybe he likes Elon, maybe he likes space exploration. That is very possible. But at the same time, a SpaceX type of partnership would be really cool. So that is the theory that I have right there. Elon Musk wants to take SpaceX public. Jeremy Padower is tweeting about Elon Musk, and you have David Yu talking with a SpaceX hat on, which he's done in the past. I don't believe that. Again, I might be reaching here, but I also think that is sufficient evidence. And Jeremy Padower has also hinted about Pokémon as well. But that's it. I'll start to take questions right now. Now that I have 100 people here, so let's go. Let's go to the questions. Wes says, Andre Jick just released an OMI teaser at the very end of his video. He did. Showing for December 3rd. So SpaceX, this is exactly something like, again, I know Elon Musk very, very intimately. I don't want to say I know him personally. I do not know Elon Musk personally. Although I've tweeted at him a bunch of times, he's never gotten back to me yet. Anyway, but because of my that I put a lot of money, or as much money as I had at the time, in Tesla. I watched every single interview that he had ever done, like some of them multiple times, and he's just a nerd. He's just like us, and this is something that he would probably do. I guarantee you, the if it did happen, it just went like this. David Hughes like typing up a page and a half. Because of this and this, I think it'd be really good to have some SpaceX rockets. It would really, and I bet you he did his research, saying like, quoting like Neil deGrasse Tyson, saying like why we stopped space exploration in the first place, why we did this, and saying like, this is why I think it would be a really good idea to make some of your NFTs. We'll do all the work. We'll do all this. And Elon probably just messaged, sure, because that's what he does on Twitter. On Twitter, everyone's like, "Hey, because of this, and this, safety reasons, this, my daughter, whatever," and Elon's like, "Yeah, sure, it's fine." So that's what he does. This is the exact thing that I would expect Elon to do, to not have any effort in on his part, but people getting excited about SpaceX rockets and space exploration. In Elon Musk's mind, getting past the great filter is one of the most important things in the universe for humankind, anyway. Michael Vowell says, "What's the teaser?" The teaser, I think it's on his Instagram story. I'll play it now for you. Fair use act, YouTube. Fair use act. All right, Andre Jick. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm gonna play that again real quick, and all right. So you have all these different, all of them for season one, it looks like, and then it ends with 12/03/21. For those of you not in, for those of you in Europe, that means December 3rd. If it was 3/12, it would mean. I also have a $50 super chat from Wraithax saying, just stopping by to give you a shout out. Been crazy busy and haven't been able to reward myself with Dashy time. Excited for OMI, CRO, and E2. Share the love, brother. Wraithax, if you hadn't seen it before, I just read it out. I'll read it again from Luke from Enter the Metaverse. He says, "Hi, everyone. I interviewed Shane today for the Enter the Metaverse event. He's one of the most humble, kindest people I've ever spoken with. Honored to share his story with you at my event this week." So that'll be happening on Thursday for the Enter the Metaverse event. I'm going to try to get tickets. I'm going to try to live stream it. So I'll let you know. But thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you so much. That means the world. I hope you get a break. I hope you're doing really well, and I hope you're and this is the Wraithax. I hope you're dollar cost averaging on OMI. I'm trying my best, slowly but surely, struggling and climbing. I've noticed CRO is doing good. I mentioned that a lot, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you take a break. Oh, Wraithax has a ticket! Hey yo, my man. Thank you for that super chat. So yeah. I am trying my hardest to trying to go and get as much OMI as possible. But yeah, I'll try even harder for y'all. I should get 116 million OMI at some point in December. I'm pretty close now, but I should get that in December, and then I'll go on and so forth. So yeah. Getting back to the so that was the teaser, Michael Violet. Brendan Z says 12/3/21 will melt faces. And Justin said the Andre outro. Agreed, 100% it will. And you have a... Sorry, I had to go through a couple of memes. One was the Gishlane trial, Maxwell. That's the other... I'll talk about that later as well. And then again, Brock McBlockchain also going, hey, 2 days. And that had happened yesterday as well. Says, you guys are not ready for this week. And then Reese gives him the side eye. I was like, oh. And then Jeremy Padower gives him the side eye. I was like, oh. So I think Nintendo, and I'll do it again because I have 130 people here. For those of you that have not been, that have not been here for a little while, I'll go and share why I believe we have Nintendo. And I've said it a couple of different times. I've said it a bunch of different times, actually. Some people are probably going to get tired of hearing this, but I have to read it anyway, just because It's that important to the conspiracy, to the theory. And I am getting really, really hot over here, trying to find out where I put it. I know it was in October because I had made that video in October. Okay, here. Nope, this is Jeremy Pador saying we might need to debate about this in Twitter Spaces. So bear with me for a couple more seconds here. Okay, here we go. We have OMI on 16 August. All right, let me get to this real quick. Raythak saying my OMI cost average is around 4x in the positive. Zero's 14x. I can't wait for the day that OMI surpasses, or at least gets up to where CRO is for you. Although that is really hard because we're at 4x now. I think we will 10x from here probably by February, because that would put us probably at around 5 cents. And I'm only thinking that because I believe in January is when we get exchanges. We'll get 2 cents in January, but I could be wrong. We could get exchanges in December. Reese has said that we'll have a couple reasons to have a Merry Christmas, and he even mentioned on Tap's live stream in DesignerCon that we would get this amount, that we would get exchanges in December. And then Zach R saying the McRib is back at McDonald's. Get you some. Thank you so much, Zach R. Thank you. So anyway, some more proof that we have Pokemon. On 16 August 2018, Akomi tweets out, a lot of people said they'd love to see hashtag Pokemon on the blockchain. We aren't there yet, but the man responsible for it is head of global licensing at Akomi. So they were teasing it several years ago, and that was in August. August 4th. Before then, it says digital collectibles just hit center stage. Huge thanks to our friends at Licensing Biz for this announcement. Hashtag Pokemon, hashtag NFT, hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh, hashtag blockchain chat. So again, announcing Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh in one tweet, and then the next tweet that they had was about Alfred R. Khan. I was like, oh, this makes some sense. Then Al did an interview, and the interview is saying David Yu says, David Yu, Akomi CEO, Q&A with Al Khan, Akomi's new head of licensing. Now you're joining Akomi. What is your take on the world of digital content? And then it's the man behind Pokemon, Alfred Khan, who has said in his most recent interview on that magazine that he wants to go out on top. And he will go out on top. 24 August 2018. Akomi tweets, happy Friday, everybody. This week, we want to share some very special interview footage with you. Thank you all for being part of the Akomi family, and enjoy your weekend. Hashtag weekly update. Hashtag Pokemon. Hashtag augmented reality. So that was another one. And these are all in August. September of 2018. In case you missed it, meet Alfred Khan, world #1 in licensing and branding, responsible for some of your favorite childhood memories, and the head of license acquisition at Akomi. Hashtag Pokemon, hashtag TMNT, standing for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, hashtag Mario Bros, hashtag Nintendo. So, I'm going a little crazy here. And then in October of 2018, they say, quote, 20 years ago, Pokemon was introduced to the Western world. It's now the highest grossing hashtag brand, hashtag intellectual property in the world. Catface. Did you know the man responsible for that is head of licensing at hashtag Akomi? And they're tweeting the Game Boy game. So, yeah, that is some more proof and reasons why I think we have Pokemon. So getting back to other people here. Austin says, Andre outro. Brendan Z says, the teaser shows nothing new. Maybe it's IMX. Are you talking about the Andre teaser? Which if it's... I mean, that's just his teaser. That's just the teaser. But it's still fun to speculate. And maybe Immutable X. Yeah, I think Immutable X will be done... I think it'll be done late December, giving us exchanges in early January. But some people think that we'll get exchanges late December. Who knows? Justin says, right. Brendan Z says, it showed a quick video of a couple season first appearances. Season 1 first appearances. So that's the other thing here. We have the one thing that looked different was that, if you slow it down and I can't tell what that is, but that is at the end of it. So I'm not 100% sure what that is. Is it something new? I don't really know what it could be, but looking into it, looks like bones or maybe like a tattoo. Again, I don't know, but if you slow it down, apparently that is in one of the clips. Ethan Youngberg says SpaceX partnership. Randy, if you ain't using clickbait, then that's crazy. So yeah, if you saw the first like few minutes of the video that I did, then yeah, I show you. It's loosely based, but this is the exact thing that Elon Musk would do. This is something that he would deem as fun. He does play video games. He does watch anime. I was like, how do you have the time for that? He just has to do that to de-stress. He just needs. He's had. I've listened to enough conversations between him and Lex Friedman to know that they both think we're in a simulation, and they both also think that we should enter our minds into other simulations at least once a month, meaning that other video games. So yeah, I did connect those dots. I again watched the first few minutes of the video. Mariano Lopez, I remember David Yu wearing a SpaceX cap. Yeah. So and Ethan Youngberg, that's one of them. That's one of the points I made. Brendan Z says, "Rest in peace, Clockgate." Justin says, "Oh my good golly gosh." I know, right? I'm also, I guess I'm 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I'm a bunch of minutes behind, but I'll catch up. I'm going all night. DD Jr. says it must be something collectibles related rather than token, to be honest. Wait, which one are you talking about? Says, why do they use collectibles images? Andre Jick? I don't know. I mean, he's friends with, or he knows Logan Paul. I don't know if they're actually friends, but maybe on that meeting, again, that would be really cool. He obviously met with Gary, King Pokémon as well. So DD Jr. and say it must be something collectibles related rather than the token. Yeah, that's what Andre Jick's video is probably about. Maybe he's got all or most of the. I don't see him paying like $60,000 for Donnie, but who knows? But I think it would be him getting most of the season 1 collectibles. DD Jr. says, why would they use collectibles images? Yeah, that's my point. Mariano Lopez says, a space collection maybe. NFT pictures from space. So here's what I was thinking. Again, David Yu, which I have hypothesized before, and I mean this in the best way, where he's probably taken some hallucinogens to be able to help him make decisions. I know I have, and a lot of people that I know have a lot of money have as well. And he's probably seen or probably knows that, hey, space exploration is probably really good for the survival of humanity. God forbid, not God forbid, at some point the sun will get bigger before it implodes on itself, but the sun will get bigger and it will dry up our oceans on Earth. How many millions of years do we have before then? I don't know. It could be tens of millions of years. It could be a billion years. But that will happen at some point. And Musk, Neil deGrasse Tyson said, like, yeah, becoming a multiplanetary species is going to be one of the best insurances that humanity survives. God forbid something happens to Earth. So yeah, I think David, you would definitely want to be a part of that as well. B. Matt says, Elon's a clown. Please don't be true. Elon is literally trying to save the world, or at least humans. Mariano Lopez says, whatever it is, having Elon Musk, a $1 trillion guy, targeting on Veve is just awesome. Just see what he did to Dogecoin and Bitcoin. Yeah, I could also picture Elon having a not an argument, but just having ammo saying, it's like, I said nothing about the coin. I'm just in it for the collectibles or something. Just so, because he still wants Doge to be like a global currency. So I don't really get it. Again, maybe that's just too smart for me, and he's thinking like 4D chess moves, and I'm just playing 3D chess moves. Like I don't get it. But again, there's a reason that he's got hundreds of billions. Mariano Lopez, he can easily 10x or 100x homie by himself. He could. He's got like 60 million followers on Twitter. And it says we don't want that. I want that. Non-fungible, wonderful, my man. I haven't seen you in a while. I saw your video this morning. Everyone go check that out. That was pretty good. We got Mariano Lopez says, I mean it. It will give visibility to OMI, even with Elon's tweets about Dogecoin. I did not enter because I do not like Dogecoin. But if it was OMI, oh my God, OMI is the project. Yeah, I still never got Doge either. But I do have, what do you call it? I never got Doge either, but I do have but I do got a lot of OMI. Raythax at $5 super chat. I missed that. Sorry, man. Says I bought my OMI in the slump on May. Nice. Oh god, yeah. So that was really good. you, May, June, July. Yeah, those were really good times to buy OMI. So Raythax, my man, congrats. I hope. Oh man, this is gonna make us a bunch of money in the future. Hopefully soon. Hopefully in the next couple of months. Giovanni Day says, yo, 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 what up? Vitalik Nakamoto says, LOL, Uncle Jeremy now posting about Pokemon randomly. Now, I mean, I assume he's always done this just because he has a license for Pokemon. But I feel like he's a little too invested into the project to not be really invested. I think he's invested a lot. I think he actually has invested a lot. And then also, just again, I think they somehow not used him. They somehow got him to do a fusion ha with all their licenses. So Pokemon's like, yeah, all right, you guys win. It's like Principal Prickly. It's like, okay, Detweiler, you win. Daniel Lubofsky says, really enjoy what you do, man. Also, thank you for your service. Just kind of found that out. I have one more year and some change to retire from the reserves. Dude, congrats, man. I would not. When I just did an interview with this guy named Ian Waller, and I think he'll message me when the interview's done. He interviewed me on his channel, and we talked about that a lot. We talked about my time in the service and how I plan to retire. I plan to do that in the military, but then after a few years, it just took me to saying, this is too much. It is on my body, on like my mental health, and then I got really lucky. Ooh. Excuse me. Ooh. Bless me. I got really lucky where I never went anywhere crazy. I never had any type of combat, and I don't really have PTSD from it. So some of my friends weren't so lucky. They're a little they're kind of fine mostly, but yeah. So but retiring from the reserves, you probably deployed a few times. At least for my career, really definitely deployed a few times, and Godspeed. VP Vision says, "Let's go! All right, I'm finally here answering comments after 8." Cloud Shack says, "Hey Randy, what's going on, Cloud Shack? How you doing? I hope you're well. Mr. A says, "Finally tired of hearing Cavell repeat." Aw, I don't like to read too much of the negative comments, but I'm glad you're here. Lisa H says, "Good evening, Randy and Omi homies. Good evening." Omi Child says, "Yo, how about that Andrew Jick teaser?" Yeah, again, you can't. There are some people that would probably, let's say, do probably really well. They're like, "Hey guys, in case you missed it, here's the weekly Akomi recap." It would be like 2 hours long. My live streams are 2 hours long, and I live stream every day. So, yeah, there's just so much that goes on every single day. I don't plan these. Like, I don't come out with a script. Like, all right, I'm going to talk about this and this and this and this and this and this. I literally come out with a thumbnail and I come out with the title hour beforehand. This time it was 40 minutes beforehand. I was just getting out of the gym and I was like, all right, what's going on? Okay, you know what? SpaceX, this looks good. I heard about this today. All right, let's go. And then all this happened in like a half hour. So it's insane. Non-Fungible Wonderful says, David Yu says he wanted to go to space. We will all go to space. We will moon with SpaceX. And he already has Star Trek and Star Wars, space-bearing civilizations. So it would make sense to have the Trinity, the hat trick, the trio, the trifecta of SpaceX, and then Star Wars, and then Star Trek. And he also said that we're going to partner with a company that's about 100 years old. There are very few companies that fit that. You got Coca-Cola, and you got Hasbro, and I think Hess, and Target, and we already have the United States Postal Service. There's hundreds. But what about Nintendo? Nintendo was made in the 1880s. Started out as playing cards. So they are also a century old. So that's why I think we have this really big... that's why I think that just supports my idea that Nintendo's coming really soon. And I made a video on this already recently. It was why they'll announce Nintendo in October, I think. So, yeah, it was a little while ago. John Robert Yellen says, Randy, get an Oculus Quest 2. You don't need a PC. It's amazing. I do have one. I have one over there. Hang on. I'll go get it. Oh God, my body. It burns. Yep, see, I got one. I've played it a grand total of once, though. I have been very, very busy. And yeah, I also got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond recently, so gotta play that. Riley Smith says, what's going to happen on December 3rd? So here's the thing. We got the Breadcat Brock McBlockchain saying that, hey, less than 2 days, but we have the Andre Jick video on the 3rd. So I think there's going to be a main announcement that is going to involve a Comey, Pokémon, and maybe Logan Paul, and maybe SpaceX. And then, because again, like, what SpaceX, Pokémon? Well, Pokémon has a lot of space-bearing. Clefairy is the first Pokemon we know of that's from space, from the moon, evolves with Moonstone into Clefable. And in Generation 2, we find out that's got a baby Pokemon called Cleffa. Anyway, we find out that so it makes sense that, you know, some Pokemon could go in space. But I think that on either tomorrow or the 1st, we do have that announcement between Comey and Pokemon and maybe SpaceX. And then, because that goes in line with Brock's tweet, and then on the 3rd is going to be Andre Jick's video saying that, oh, yes, by the way, I met with Logan Paul in early November. He told me this, this, and this. He said, don't say anything until after we announce it, late November, early December. And Andre Jick's probably like, okay, again, why has he started only recently, just started making more OMI videos again? Oh, because I think he was told, hey, don't cover for a little while. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe he looked into it at face value. It went down a lot. He just hodled. And then I think Foster Hilt was actually instrumental in his last video being made. So shout out to him on that. Andre Jick actually even gave him a shout out. So I thought that was really cool. All right, moving on. Stephen Duarte says, Randy, you are oddly enough an interesting guy. I'm glad I found your page. I'm glad you're here, Stephen. I had somebody like a couple weeks ago saying like, and it was a compliment, but he like roasted me first. Like, yeah, man, I hated you when I first like saw your videos. I was like, and then he's like, no, it was just because like, you know, you look like poop and your video quality is like crap. And I was like, and then he's like, no, but then I realized that that you have a really good presence about you, and you're like a really cool guy, and you know, you were covering things that nobody else was covering, and I just kind of fell in love with you. I was like, oh, thanks, man. So yeah, that was really interesting. I also missed my 30-minute Patreon member shout out, so I'm gonna do that right now. Don't unplug me or just shut me down. Please just love me with your steel heart. I'd reboot you if you'd look at me with those cold eyes one more time. I remember our software was compatible. All right, guys, that was about the that was all caps with don't unplug me. And then I also had before, it was Billy Joel's Pressure, because lots of pressure. All right, moving on. Where was I? Okay, here we go. B. Matt says probably Andre video Friday about Veve. Yep, I think so. Stephen Duarte says 3rd. Lane Howie giving me that hi is monkey. I don't know. Something monkey. And then we got another $5 super chat from Cameron Javed saying possibilities in the Veveverse? ? Do you think we'll be able to run a virtual business like a storefront or some sort of virtual entertainment for profit? 100,000%. So now again, some of this will be speculative. I'll start off with what is kind of confirmed, kind of not confirmed. We're going to be able to make stuff ourselves and sell it ourselves virtually. And in one of the AMAs, I've actually asked Reese about this. Like, hey, if we go and we have a really big following, and we have like a concert or a comedy show, like I plan to do karaoke nights in the Veveverse, comedy shows in the Veveverse. And one of the main things that I'm going to do is I'm going to have talent shows where I say, hey, we're going to have 10, 15, 20 people here, whatever, to do their talent, whether it's singing, whether it's comedy, whether it's whatever it is. And the person that gets the most laughs, I'm going to give cash prizes out to. And it's going to be every single week, maybe every month, but it is going to happen on a pretty consistent basis. And I said, what if that gets big enough? And what if we have such a big crowd that we can actually charge for advertising revenue? Like, you know, how we have here 127 people here. If X amount of people watch my video, some people go in and they say, oh, hey, we're going to run in ads. You know, if you get partnered with YouTube, can we do that in the Veveverse? And he's like, I think that's a few years away, but yeah, it's something that we'll definitely be able to do. So again, that he said, and I asked that months ago, so that maybe 2023, 2024, whatever, but that will happen. In the same way that people make their living on Second Life, being able to say like, oh, hey, for your avatar, let me make you virtual shoes, virtual pants, virtual skins, whatever it is. Yes, Veve will have that as well, but they won't have a monopoly on it. They'll have something that you can get from the store that'll be really high mint, or you could have other people make that. The thing that with the accessories that Veve is making, I think those will be NFTs. I think the stuff that we are making might not be NFTs. If they are, then that's good. I think most people would rather have something that's an NFT versus something that's not, because it's just on the blockchains, proof of ownership, that type of deal. But yes, that is something that will happen. And again, a virtual business like a storefront, most likely, unless you put in all of your effort into it, it probably won't be able to take place of your salary. Granted, I'm thinking like America making 30,000-40,000 a year, but if your salary is, you know, $10 a day, you know, in like the Philippines or Brazil, then and you come in here and you're making, you know, what are my cash prizes going to be in the Veveverse? Well, at that time, OMI's probably going to be like 30 to 50 cents. So I'll have tens of millions of dollars. I'll be like, yeah, I'll do $100 cash prizes. Like, it will be very, very big in the future. And I will myself employ people and I want to be the Mr. Beast of the Veveverse. So yeah, I move on from that. Jeff D with that $10 super chat saying, here's $1,800 worth of OMI at $1. Thank you so much, Jeff D. I at $1. Well, actually, at $1, that'd be $10, and OMI's $1. Yes, that does make sense. Calculations work out. OMI Player One says, thanks, Randy. You the man, bro. Oh, thank you so much, OMI Player One. Also, be advised that my phone was just blowing up. I don't know from where, but I will do my best to answer those in the future. And we got Daniel Lubovsky with a $5 super chat saying, just heard the shout out, listening on a delay. Thanks, bud. Glad we both made it through our deployments intact. Maybe one day we will chat about it. Definitely come down to, you know, the 10-cent party that I'm going to throw on Long Island. I don't know where in the world you are. But yeah, either one of the parties or one of the meetups that, you know, we just had DesignerCon. We're probably all going to go to Level Up Expo in Vegas in February. As long as OMI's up by then, I'll go. So yeah, definitely do that. I would love a OMI veteran meetup. You know, Dan Lee, Orion Crypto Trader. Dan Lee was in the Army. Orion Crypto Trader was in the Navy. The Air Force. So yeah, I would love to have a veteran meetup. That'd be really cool. And also, Rebel says, Andre Jick, ending of the teaser, shapes explosion is the Pokemon card rarities. Hold on. Let me try to. Well, the hoverboard's not in season 1. Ugh, no. Okay. All right, I'm going to figure out Pokemon explosion rarities. I don't see it. I just don't see it. So we'll go. I'll go back there in a minute after I get through. General 69 says, Randy out here looking like a go-go dancer at an all-male club. All-male. So I wasn't a go-go dancer. I did do dancing for a while though, or somewhere in 2010 when I was super lean. Actually, it was about a year after that. I'll show you. It came up in my you know how Facebook, they have memories? Came up in my memories the other day where I was super lean, super skinny, super abs out the yin yang on that one. Um, and I had a bunch of hair. So, but that was also, 11 years ago, where I was just, again, lean, and maybe I wasn't as puffy, but I was definitely leaner and looked really, really good without a shirt on. 2017, I did that also for a little bit as well, but it was very short lived. Jeff D says, "Keep up the hard work, brother." Why? Thanks, Jeff D. Thank you so much. OMI Child, give me the diamond hands. John Robert Yellen says, "Imagine if you sold at the top and bought back in now, Randy. You'd have another 55 million OMI. Hindsight, right?" Yeah, dude. If I had a crystal ball, and I would have done that a bunch of times. When we were at like 0.002 and we shot up to like 0.004, whatever, when they announced Marvel, if you were to sell up there, it went right back down to 0.002, and you could have done that. A bunch of people could have done that a bunch of times, and I assume some people might have done that. I just didn't. Justin says, "Jeremy Pokemon tweet. Is it right now? Right now? Okay. Right now? Let's take a look. See. Like literally all my group chats are blowing up. One of them, that wasn't that one. Ooh. So Speculation Nation asked Veve fam, "What are these shapes flashed at the end of the Andre Jick teaser video?" So these shapes is the ones that he was talking about. There's a pentagon, there's a star, there's a circle. Those are not Pokemon shapes, really. Maybe you could make the argument that the stars are the same as Swift. Swift is a normal attack that never misses unless the Pokemon is flying or it's digging underground or diving. But that's it. The rest, those are not. I think those are just random stars. Or maybe there's something else. I just don't know what they are. We got tailor-made bands with a $4.99 super chat saying, "YOLO, tailor-made bands." I don't know who you are, but thank you so much. Tailor-made. Okay, yeah. Shoot me a message on Twitter. Do you want on my fridge like Star Helix and Kyle Willson do from YouTube, or at not Star Helix, at Hey David Don, and at EQ_crypto on Twitter? Let me know. Mr. Mister is a millionaire, veteran, accomplished dancer, friends with Elon. What can't you do besides tell the truth? Well, I don't actually know Elon, and technically I'm not a millionaire anymore because OMI went up here to down. So yeah. Let's see where we were before this. Oh yeah, Jeremy Pokemon tweet. All right, let's take a look and see where we are. Oh wait, hang on. Somebody had said, okay, stars, yes. If you're a Pokemon card that has a star on the bottom right of the card, then that means you're rare. If you have a diamond, a diamond means it's an uncommon, but I don't see diamonds. I see pentagons here, and circles are commons. So there's common, uncommon, and there's rare. But yeah, that's not it, because they're not diamonds here. Those are pentagons. So moving on. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that Pokemon Jeremy tweet. This is how like my brain works here. So let me go and search for the Jeremy Padawara 49 minutes ago. Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchise ever. Some 25th anniversary Pokemon stats that will blow your mind. The game, 380 plus million units sold. Pokemon Go, 1 billion plus downloads. Pokemon cards, 35 billion cards sold. Episodes, 1,100 plus episodes. Retail, 110 plus billion. Proud partner at Jazzwares. Well, I guess I'm following Jazzwares. So yeah, that was good. Thank you for notifying me about that tweet. I got hiccups. So yeah, moving on here. Mr. A says, honestly, would be great news, but without the exchanges, this is short-lived. Without the exchange, I mean, again, this will be cooked in, whether it happens now or it happens later, it's still going to happen. It's not something that is going to be, what do you call it? Short-lived, because it's maybe we might get a little bit of a pump and then we go back down, but this is happening. This will be cooked into the price as soon as we get on exchanges. So it really doesn't matter if it happens now, it happens then. Also, guys, I sold my Starfire to get another 1,000 gems. I have 18,000 gems ready to go for Pokemon. The only thing that I have left to sell is my His Infernal Majesty at $6,000, which I'm going to remove the listing right now. Why? Because I'm going to go to that His Infernal Majesty on the market, and it's going to show me that there are 16 for sale, and the cheapest right now is $7,300. Actually, it is $7,350. Okay, so $7,350 is the cheapest on the market. So I'm going to sell mine in the market for $59.50. And $59.50. It is done. It is done. So if y'all want to go buy that for literally $1,400 cheaper, by all means, go. And if it doesn't sell by the end of the stream, I'll chop it even lower. Moving on here. David Camp says, I love the hat. Love OMI also. Satoshi's Girl is hot NFT. Get some, only 500 minted. Maybe I will at some point. DD Jr. says, would be a shame to announce Pokemon now without any exchanges. Pokemon, Disney, Pokemon, Marvel, they all decided when they are going to come out. The exchanges are, it's not up to us. That is really more up to the licensor. That being said, I'm fine with that because why? Because that's going to burn a ton more OMI in the meantime. It's going to burn a ton more OMI, and it's fine. Again, this will all be cooked into the price in the future once we do get on exchanges. Wes says, Army Chavez. Well, I was Air Force, but got this hat when I was in Kuwait. That was a fun deployed location. Kind of, not really. I mean, the people were cool, but from like May on, it was like 120 degrees like every day. It was redonkulous. BMAT says, at DD Jr., I agree. The Backpack says, I thought the Spider-Man No Way Home NFT was going to be with Veve. We might do something for that as well. Again, that'll come in December, so who knows? This is just something, again, when you had Pokemon cards that were released with movies, the first Pokemon movie 2000, Pokemon Mystery of the Unknown, Pokemon Forever, the ones that got big major releases, the cards associated with those movies, they're worth like a couple dollars. That's not where, and I see so many similarities. Hey, we're going to give you these 86,000, Spider-Man NFTs. I think they're just going to be not that good. And now, that being said, I'm excited to look at them, and we'll, if it costs like $10 to get one, yeah, $20, sure, I'll get one. Depending on what it looks like. If it looks cool, hell, I'll pay $100 for one. But if it doesn't look cool, then I won't. Again, there's supposed to be 100 different types of them, so I think people will probably try to collect all of them. But this is good for the hobby because people are going to look into Spider-Man NFTs, and at some point they will find Veve and be like, oh, what's this? Oh, they don't just have Spider-Man; they've got everything. And that interview I just did with Ian Waller, he also mistakenly called it the Disney app. Clearly, it's the Veve app, but he mistakenly called it the Disney app. That is an okay mistake that I've made, other people have made. So if that happens, everyone's gonna launch into this. It's nuts. Only Player One says, wow, timing is everything. Agreed. Taps Trade says SpaceX. I really hope you saw the whole connection thing that I landed there. But yeah, SpaceX to the moon. Roble says, at the real Randy Chavez, I need your eyes ASAP. Found a quick flash of stuff at the end of the Andre Jick video. I tweeted it. I'm too slow to figure out about 0.13 for it. Might be something. I didn't see anything that would correlate to Pokemon. Again, if that was, because again, there was 4 different shapes. So small circles, there was ovals, there was pentagons, and there was stars. If the pentagons were diamonds and there was only one circle and there was no ovals, then I'd be like, okay, that's rare, uncommon, and common, but it's not. Gunther Heisenberg's laughing. Anthony R says, I don't understand how the SpaceX partnership would work. Basically, Elon Musk would probably just say, oh, 69 likes. Thanks, guys. That means the world. Elon Musk, I guarantee you, if this is how it happened, David Yu says, hi, I'm David Yu. He's emailing Elon probably about a page or so, listing reasons why it would be a really good idea for Elon to give them permission to make NFT models of SpaceX, saying, here's what you'll get, here's what we'll get, we're only getting a certain amount. It'll make you money, it'll bring a lot of awareness to just space travel. And Elon probably emails, sure. Because again, he's very notorious for one-word responses, whether it's on Twitter or emailing Jeremy Padawar saying like, "Oh, hey, no." The Jeremy Padawar asked him for $12,000. Asked like, "Hey, I'll give you $12,000 for X domain," and Elon says no. Like, it's pretty awesome. So I think that's how it'll work. Stidwax says Randy's smoking the hopium. I do think that maybe some people see me as crazy. I know a bunch of people already do. Crazy until it's not. Things are crazy until they come true, and I don't think I am wrong. I mean, Pokemon. It's like, okay, everybody thinks we have Pokemon, but yeah, I think, and I've also said before that Star Wars, Star Trek, and now SpaceX, they will not be in the Veveverse. Veveverse will be on land. There will probably be a space aspect. Why? Because similar in Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal, how do you get from the Kanto to the Johto region? Well, a couple of ways. You could surf there, you could fly there, you can go on the SS Aqua or the SS Anne between Olivine City and Vermilion City, or you can go between Saffron City and Goldenrod City via train. You travel there. And how I think you'd be able to go, and it plays a little animation of you on the train, getting ready to go from one place to the other, from the Kanto to the Johto region, or vice versa. I think it would be the same way. Hey, go to Veve Space. Go to space in the Veveverse, and here's how. We can travel on it, and the only way to get there would be if you have any of the Star Wars ships that are yet to come out, the Star Trek ships, or the or SpaceX ships. So again, we only have one of the Star Trek partnerships. There's still two others that still have to come on. And I think that would be really cool. Technically, we have Fast and Furious. It could be one of that Dom Toretto car when it's launched into space. Spoilers. You don't need logic when you have family. Like one of those things. Whoo, moving on. Stephen Duarte says, he's brought up Elon many times. He greatly admires his ambitions. Yes, I do, and I have. Financial News and Views says SpaceX confirmed. Soon, I think. I think that will happen. Gunther Heisenberg says, to the moon! Christian Velasco says, Randy, what does it all mean? Means that I think this week we are getting Pokemon or Nintendo at large. Wouldn't it be great if they... One of my dreams. You know that guy... actually, I'm gonna try to play that for you. Hold on. Pokemon Stadium announcer voice clips. Oh my god, this is perfect. Pokemon. Like, do you remember this one?
The trainer hasn't issued an order.
Like that type of deal. Imagine if we get that voice in conjunction with an announcement and them saying, oh, hey, oh, poop, oh, poop, oh, double poop. Sorry. I just got to make this live. Okay, live viewing. Wouldn't it be great if we have that announcer and we were in a city. We don't know what city it is. If anyone remembers one of the commercials for Super Smash Brothers, we have Pikachu playing on its Pokeball in Saffron City. That's one of the places where you go to battle. You see Silph Scope down there. You're on the top of the building. It's really cool if you had that. And then you have like a subspace emissary type of story in with Super Smash Brothers. You have Pikachu and Zero Suit Samus teaming up against a bunch of these baddies, or you have a misunderstanding between Mario and Kirby and Link and Yoshi and all these types of things. That would be heckin' ridiculous. That would be bananas. Moving on. So I think that's what it all means. Dope says, I heard Elon buying OMI when it hits 0.0069420. He probably would. He'd probably do that. Havel Hiwa says, I like great wine. I like wine too. Not really. I normally don't. I had chocolate wine once. Good going down. Horrible aftertaste. And we got BR, Second Planet / Veveverse, Mars. Oh, dude, that'd be insane if they named it Mars. And then we could take the SpaceX. Oh, that'd be. Oh. Tabs Trade says, I heard the same at Dope 159. And Wraithax with that $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, just stopping by to give you a shout out. Been crazy busy and haven't been able to reward myself with dashy time. Excited for OMI, CRO, and E2. Share the love, brother. My brother. Monarch NFT says, what's up, y'all? Also, let's not forget, Elon is canon in Marvel's MCU. That is also very true. He was in Iron Man 2, and Tony goes, oh, Elon, how's it going? It's like, hey, Pepper. And then he says, oh, hey, I have an idea about an electric jet. And then Tony Stark's like, yeah, okay, sounds good. Email me, or something like that. Riley Smith says, I would just like to see SpaceX actually put people outside Earth's orbit. I think that'll come eventually. I think that's something that'll happen. Hopefully I'll be one of them at some point. Wraithax says, I have a ticket. Ah, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for Thursday. I do have, I know at least one podcast on Thursday. Yeah, I'm having this, so this is going to be really interesting for Thursday, because I have this one girl, Mary Brule, who specializes in retail, and I really want to get her opinions on, hey, what things fly off the shelf first in the holiday season, whatever, and what things she would think would do really well pairing physical retailing items with NFTs. David Hughes posted on Instagram about this with, I think it's the Batman Who Laughs, and you have Robin. So I think it'd be really good to get her opinion on that as well. Moving on. Jordan M756 says, "Oh, Randy, Randy, the coolest old school YouTube guy." Oh, thanks, guys. Y'all are the best. John Robert Yellen says, I like to see SpaceX build a giant 3D printer in space to print starships for space exploration, but that's probably in 50 years' time or something. That would take so much material to try to do. BR says, found you on YouTube recently and really appreciate your Veve OMI content. Is it too late to get into Earth 2? Well, BR, let me put it this way. I still buy in Earth 2 every single week, and it's in Chaveztopia. So if you are going to get in Earth 2, again, I'm buying in Chaveztopia not necessarily for profit, just because I want to have... I already have the biggest megacity in Antarctica, and I want to... Why I chose Antarctica for Earth 2 is because we are going to have a warring world. I'll get to that super chat in a second. And if we have a warring world, well, how are you going to get to Antarctica? From, Asia, South America, and Africa, you have to go by ocean. So we're surrounded by an ocean. We're very well protected. There's a mountain to the south of us. We are really, really well insulated. So link down below to the Earth 2 game. Link down below to my referral code and to Chaveztopia. And we got a super chat from Messiah Harris saying, update on Immutable X. They said Phase 2 in the past. That is true. For those that don't know what Messiah is talking about, a couple of weeks ago, not the last AMA, but a few weeks before then, before DragonCon, DesignerCon, they had said that we were in Phase 2. And then on the AMA after DragonCon, David had said, we'll be in Phase 2 next week. And again, this was like a week or so ago. But they did confirm last week that we are actually in Phase 2. On Twitter, it wasn't just somebody misspeaking in an AMA. It was confirmed on Twitter by a Comey that they are, that they are on Phase 2. And Reese has said, hey, guess what? We're probably going to have a couple of reasons to have a Merry Christmas. And he told Taps, if he's still here, on his live stream in DesignerCon that we would have exchanges by December. So who knows? Oh, let me see if there was anything left on that. Yes, that was it. All right, where was okay, here we go. Riley Smith says, nah, Elon is Dr. Manhattan. He's really smart. Could be. Just says Andre watching the price right now. Again, Andre's seen this at 0.001 something, so Andre's fine. Wraithax, $5 super chat. My OMI cost average is around 4x in the positive. CRO is 14x because he's Raythax, I guess, got this when it was super low. I guess he knows how to time the market. CRO, same thing. I'm really excited to see OMI. Again, I'm very pro CRO, but I'm excited to see OMI overtake everything. Zach R says, the McRib is back at McDonald's. Get you some. Thank you for that $5 super chat. And it's also time for my 1 hour Patreon member shout out. That's gonna be, oh, you listening? Hear me talk, hear me sing. Open up the door. Is it less? Is it more? Tell me to beware. Are you here? Are you there? Something I should know. Easy come, easy go. Not in your head. Don't hear a word I said. I can't communicate. Won't relate. Walk away. Try to talk to you, but you never even knew. So what's it gonna be? Tell me, can you hear me? I'm so sick of it. Your attention deficit. All right, moving on. Financial News and Views says, how much OMI you gunning for? I have 115.6. I will have 116 million OMI in December. I will get that. Will cost me probably another couple grand, but I will get that. I don't know how. I don't know how yet. I have next to no money left, and I have to pay rent in 2 days. 2 days, 2 days. But I will do it. BMAT X says, please no Pokemon, Veve, and OMI. It's not ready for that. I mean, were we really ready for Marvel? Were we really ready for Disney? I don't know. I think we're about as max capacity as we could get with 1.1 million monthly active users. Whether we're ready yet, get set, or all that. Like I think this is happening. I don't think you can stop the train. I don't think you can stop it. John Robert Yellen says 135 people and only 32 likes. Smash the like button, please. I smashed the like button on my phone. And it is at 77 likes right now, so thank you guys. Let's see if we can get to 80, and then 90, and then on and on. Mr. A says he's at 1.8 million OMI. Man, am a nurse on $19,000 a year, so I hope you can imagine how much I spent on OMI. Oh my god. Shout out to Mr. A for spending literally like a year's worth of salary, depending on when he got it. Wow, I very, very proud. And you will be a millionaire in the future. If you're making $19,000 a year, and you have 1.8 million OMI, and this gets to 10 cents, and you have $180,000. That's a lot of that's like 9 years worth of work. So good for you. Good stuff. Raythax, that $5 super chat saying, I bought my OMI in the slump in May. So that is, so he bought it pretty low. And that'll get him a lot in the future. Stephen Duarte says, Pokemon won't come until Immutable X utilities and exchanges all happen. Bank on that. I don't know, Stephen. I don't know. Can we make a gentleman's bet? Let me know. Riley Smith says, maybe Binance on December 3rd? No, Binance I think would be the last one. I think we would have a couple of crappy exchanges plus either a KuCoin, Kraken, or a Gemini. I think we'll get one of those and a couple of not so good ones in the first month. And so I think in 3 months after on Immutable X, we'll have all of those, and then maybe Coinbase as well. Binance, again, I would not expect until until much later. BMAX says, at Steve Norte, really hope so. It would be a huge waste so soon. I mean, we'll see. Justin says, have you heard the news? The McRib is back. I have. Zach R gave me a super chat so I can get one. And we got Raven R saying, Andre Jick in the latest video shows OMI symbol and December 3rd, 2021. Check it out. Something is coming. I think December 3rd is just his take on the news that's going to happen on December 1st. Tomorrow, December 1st. Again, I am trying my darndest to try to get prepared if we do have Pokemon. If you guys thought the gem squeeze was real for Disney, the gem squeeze for Pokemon will be on like anything you've ever seen. Oh, damn. Okay. All right, moving on. All right, y'all. We got John Robert Yellen saying, oh, I don't want Pokemon, Nintendo, etc. until after Immutable X and exchanges. I can't imagine Akomi would do that. Again, I didn't think we would have Disney until after that, but we did. And the fact that I don't know why. Maybe it's because the licensor is like, no, we want to do this now. Again, We don't have to. Disney does not have to run things past us. We have to run things past Disney. Meaning that if we want to do something, we have to run it past Disney. But Disney can advertise. They can do whatever they want, and they don't need our permission. So, yeah. I assume something similar is going down with Pokemon. Again, that's just my take on it. Justin says, at Raven, we got it. I think we do. Riley Smith says, honestly, though, why would Andre know something about OMI that no one else does? Probably because he knows Logan Paul, and Logan Paul's under non-disclosure agreement literally for the next few hours. For the next 3 hours, he's under non-disclosure agreement. Dude, guys, if we get a tweet at like 12:01 in the morning, I'm going to have to go live again, and I don't think my voice can take it. I'm going to need one of those Stephen Hawking things where I can just type and it goes, by the way, Logan Paul announced DVD partnership. Because my voice is shot. Justin says that is Homer. What's Homer? I have Homer. I have one of the Homers. At the end. Oh, okay. Homer choking Bart. Gotcha. Bart. Stanley Bukasa says, at Riley Smith, because he's a huge influencer. He is. Cole Rorick says, when Coca-Cola? That's another thing. We could have Coca-Cola. We could have Hess. We could have, Target. We could have Hasbro. We could have a bunch of different companies that are over 100 years old. It's not just Nintendo. Although, because again, if David said we're going to have a 100-year-old company, Pokemon's really only 20-something years old. It's not a century old like Nintendo is. So I would think that if they announce it again, we were thinking Star Wars first and then like something else and then Disney. No, they announced the whole thing. Slew of them all at once. If they announce not just Pokemon, but they announce Nintendo at large, and they say, oh yeah, by the way, not only are you getting Pikachu, you're getting the Triforce, you're getting Link, you're getting Zelda, you're getting Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Jumpman, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Samus, Captain Falcon, Ness, Lucas, Yoshi, Star Fox, Falco. Oh my heckin' goodness. Sorry. Okay, back to reality. Riley Smith says, at Picasso doesn't mean he's getting inside info from the executives on OMI. That's true. That's also true. Justin says, V is good friends with Lucy. I see what you did there. Stanley Picasso says, why wouldn't Veve use him? LOL. I mean, again, they might. But also, if you haven't seen my tweet, I'll bring this up if nobody's seen it, because I think this is something that does warrant discussion. It was a couple of days ago, and now let's take a look at Vanos Gaming. Vanos Gaming has 25 million subscribers on YouTube. And then Vanos Gaming has 3.6 million followers on 3.6 million followers on Instagram. Now, who's behind Vanos Gaming? Who is behind the YouTube and the Instagram channel? It's Evan Fong. Evan Fong is the one behind the Instagram, which is behind the YouTube channel. Now, who does Evan Fong follow? Follow Veve. They follow Veve Collectibles. And they follow David Yu. Now, does David Yu follow him? He doesn't. But, that being said, there's going to be something that I don't think anyone else is talking about. Who's a Comey partnered with? Are they partnered with this YouTuber? Are they partnered with this YouTuber? There are going to be other YouTubers that just happen to like this, that happen to like the space, that happen to like collecting, that like Pokemon and Nintendo and Disney. Anyone remember that scene in Fight Club where Edward Norton and Brad Pitt are taking like a baseball bat and they're just smashing people's taillights on their cars, and it's like, oh hey, by the way, did you start that Fight Club in Toronto? No, I thought that was you, man. Random Fight Clubs just start appearing without the help of the founders. Big YouTubers will start making YouTube videos about this without a Comey having to come in and say like, hey, can you make videos about us? It's just going to happen. Again, what happened with me, Taps, Non-Fungible Wonderful, Wendy Stibalis, Kyle Willson, sorry, everyone on my fridge, and Dashy. We did it because we liked the project. We did it. Now, granted, none of us have anywhere near the amount of subscribers as some of these guys do, but I'm just saying. Jen Poom, I think that's his name, did another video. Has 2 videos were done on a Comey today. Has 150,000 subscribers. So yeah. Justin says, God literally does forbid something bad happening to Earth. Well, good. Sally Picasso says, Riley Smith, you're not in marketing, are you? I don't know what that was in reference to. Riley Smith says, Stanley Picasso, actually, I am. Oh, Riley is in marketing. We could use you. Kurt says, wish I bought during the day and not now. Ha ha ha. Can never be perfect in timing. We can never be perfect. Stanley Picasso says, at Riley Smith, then that's shocking that you can't see the possible connection. I think he does. Non-fungible wonderful says, pineapple love, much love, fam, dude. I love you, non-fungible wonderful. Riley says, enlighten us, Stanley. Blah, 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 blah. Kurt says, pineapple gang. What's up, non-fungible wonderful? Justin says, the team likes Andre for his lighting and his magic. And Taps Trey says, smash that like button, fam. Thanks, Taps. You the man. Stanley Picasso says, at Riley Smith, I already did. Why wouldn't Veve leverage JIC to promote their product? You must be confused. Again, they might. They also might not have to. Again, just from Vanos Gaming, just from and there is one person that I did talk to in the Spanish community. Like, there are people that are going to do this without it. Like, they might not need to. Why did they not partner with Gary Vee? Why did Gary Vee not partner with the Comey? All right, here's the thing. Gary Vee had, and I mentioned this in the video that I made after Dan Chabel interviewed him. Gary Vee charges $1 million to be able to go and promote a product, to get involved with it. When Comey met with him in April, and they were having a heck of a time trying to get the app under control because of the insane growth that they were having. When Gary Vee probably mentioned, oh yeah, by the way, $1 million for this, the Comey team probably looked at each other and were like, we don't need it that bad. Like, we're growing without any type of marketing right now. And that's probably why they didn't partner. That's why Gary Vee tried to go. I guarantee you Gary Vee invested in the token. Does he have the collectibles? I don't know. And that's why he paired up with the Winklevoss twins, and starting Recur, because he knew that, well, if you can't join them, might as well take second place. Nothing wrong with trying to take second place. I think Recur currently, fast forward the clocks a couple of years, they might be number 2 in the space. Nobody's taking number 1. Veve has that locked in. I've said this for months now. Veve has won the decade in the terms of digital collectibles. So, but there's no reason why he can't try for number 2. Kurt says, what's up, at Taps Trades? Momo Flies says, love you, Randy. Love you, Momo Flies. Non-funded wonderful says, at Kurt, Pineapple Gang. Car Repair says, Randy, how you doing, man? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I'm trying to live my very best life with Dashy over here. John Robert Yellen says, I went to Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, Afghanistan, Falklands. Great experiences. Damn, John Robert Yellen he is cultured. He went everywhere. Now, in Iraq and Afghanistan, I don't know if you went outside the wire or anything. If you did, wow, I would really love to be to go over that with you to see a bunch of things. Also, we are going to get a AMA on Saturday. Reese is currently taking a much well-deserved vacation, and he will be back on Saturday. So the AMA will be on Saturday this week, be advised. So yeah, John Robert Yellen, thank you for your service, and I would totally love to share a beer with you and all the other OMI veterans one day. Kurt Stabin says, great time to be an OMI hodler. It is. Riley Smith says, at Stanley Bukasas, you could be right. We'll see in a few days, I guess. We also got financial news and views says Nintendo would be dope. I have a lot tattooed on my body. I have Fight Club on my body. May I never be perfect. I have anime on my body in a couple different places. I was born in the year of the horse, and I like Fruits Basket. I also have the Royal Saiyan crest on my body. King Vegeta's Royal Saiyan crest that's on his uniform. I have a anti-demon possession tattoo from Supernatural, but I have a decent half sleeve that's going to turn into a full sleeve at some point of Pokémon and Nintendo. So, yeah, Nintendo is going to be my number one. My number one. The tide is high. The Grovertron says, just getting here. Where is the SpaceX news coming from? So, the SpaceX news is coming from a couple of different places. Hopefully everyone here doesn't mind me going over this again real quick. We got Trung Fan, and Trung Fan says, in 2013, Elon sent an email to employees on why he wants to keep SpaceX private. Now, this was posted on September 3rd, and on September 3rd, that's when he posted it in 2013. So it's about 8 years ago. And Elon Musk took the time today to go find this tweet and says a lot has happened in 8 years. So he is looking to take this public. At least that's what he's hinting at. And trust me, I know how the man tweets. Stidwack with a $5 super chat saying, "Yo, had to super chat to say I have the same Royal Saiyan crest tatted as well. Yo, my man, Saiyans for life, Saiyans for life. Fusion Ha with me, brother." Dude, I love that. I can't wait to meet you. We gotta touch Saiyans. No, don't do that. It's a little weird. Where was I before this? No. Okay, so Grovertron, the SpaceX news is the. So we have that one where I know the way Elon tweets. I know it. He's going to take SpaceX public probably next year. And in conjunction with that, you have Jeremy Padower tweeting about Elon Musk today, saying Elon Musk wrote me a one-word email in 1997 titled "No." We were pursuing the same domain name, x.com. The seller offered it to me and then Elon for $10,000. Elon beat me by 2 hours. I emailed Elon and offered $12,000 for it. Elon answered, "No." And x.com became PayPal. That's what he tweeted. There were only 3 one-letter domains. There was X, Z, and Q.com. And yeah, he wound up selling that for, I think his share was like 20 million out of that. Came a lot. And then the other one, and again, Jeremy Padower is known for tweeting about things, and then a partnership coming out the next day. The next one is David Yu wearing a SpaceX hat. And I've said this before, whether you're Adam Balin from Kyle XY, or Dumbledore from Harry Potter, or our Lord and Savior David Yu, nothing happens by accident. Nothing those men do are by accident. Nothing is just anything if it comes from them. So that is my where it's coming from. And Hello Jello says, yeah, it is speculation, and I have a tinfoil hat underneath here. I am a conspiracy theorist, and that means that sometimes I connect dots that are not there, but I also connect dots that nobody else thinks to connect. So yeah, moving on. Tapstray says Brock is the GOAT. Dude, Brock McBlockchain also, and this is more for Pokemon, not really for that, but he had tweeted out before, less than 2 days. So yeah, we love Brock. Justin says, send Daniel some love, fam. He gonna need it. Send everybody love. We all need love. Mike Marconi says, did you see that Cat Bronson teaming up with Toy Tokyo, new secret rare? People do love that. So I'm not 100% sure if we're going to have a new secret rare from it, but people do love that collectible. Santa Bukaz says, at Riley Smith, it's not about being right. Even if it's just a drop announcement, Veve has already let KW Champ and a couple other YouTubers announce drops live for Veve. That's also true. Some things have been announced live, and even Reese had an interview with Foster Hilt the other day, just answering some questions. Rebel says the shapes are the Pokemon card rarity symbols. They kind of are, but they're like not. I mean, the star is, the pentagon isn't, and the circle is, but the oval isn't. So there are a couple of different things over there. John Robert Ellen says, LOL, you can connect your Quest to a PC through Wi-Fi and play Flight Simulator on it. I don't have a PC, so it's like you're actually flying. It's amazing. I love mine. We'll be able to play Veve straight away too. That would be great. I would definitely love to do that. Mother flapper. Okay. That's fine. I'm good. Does says at Stanley announce drops? Yeah, they have announced stuff with K and W Champ. Grovertron says, what is Brock's Twitter? It is something it is Brock McBlockchain at Brock McBreadcat. So take a screenshot there. Just keep that up for a little bit. Yeah. So that is his Twitter. Hello Jello says, Randy bringing out his guns for the video. # strong. Thanks, man. Harris says, how late am I to the video? Well, that was you were about 32 minutes late, but I'm reading this about 46 minutes after the fact. So, Gorbatron says 30 minutes. Mr. says, Just wondering how many people Randy has killed and where he hid the bodies. I never killed anyone intentionally. No. I would like to say that I am mostly a peaceful person, and I attribute that to taking out frustrations on the heavy bag. Not every day, but on days when I need to. Cameron Javed with that $5 super chat saying, possibilities in the Veveverse? Do you think we'll be able to run a virtual business like a storefront or some form of virtual entertainment for profit? I will tell you this. If you do not have land in the Veveverse, how are you going to have a storefront? Well, maybe you can rent land. People were talking about renting collectibles. Nobody's talking about renting land. I have no problem talking here to 139 people saying that I guarantee you that land is going to be very finite, and there's going to be multiple people that, on the drop, I hope that me and every other person that has 100 million OMI plus does not get land on the drop. I hope that we don't. I hope that we have to pay overpriced amounts to people that don't have a lot. That we're lucky to get it. We'll pay them thousands for it. Why? That's going to happen anyway. At least for me. Me and Henry Pagliuca are going to spend 6 figures each on the on land in the Veveverse. And we're not trying to flex here. It's just saying that. Why? Because like we're going to rent collectibles, guarantee you in order to have a store, you're going to need a parcel of land. No parcels of land available left? Too expensive for you to buy? Why not rent the land? I have no issue giving somebody a cheap... I can either do it 2 ways. Rent for a certain amount, keep all the profits, or you rent for free and I take a certain amount of the profits that you incur from the land that you generate, or from the profits of the stuff that you sell. I have no issue with that. Capitalism at its finest. And yeah, so I think that there'll be multiple businesses. Whether it's, hey, here's a storefront to rent out collectibles. Here's a storefront to sell your accessories that are going to go and make your avatar look really cool. Guarantee you that happens. John Carter says, hey, Randy, what do you think about the Call of Cthulhu Book of the Dead? Do you see gamification? I do see a QR code in there. Somebody had mentioned the QR code that was there. I have not. I have since sold that, because even if that 5X's, what is it worth that to me? Okay, if that book that's like, let's say $300 something, if that 5X's to $1,500, okay, I miss out on $1,200. I'm okay with that because I like Pokemon more. I would rather have the gems to be able to buy Pokemon cards, and I still have not been able to sell my His Infernal Majesty. I will try at the end of my stream to put that His Infernal Majesty even cheaper. Again, could it be bought out now? It could, but right now I have 18,000 gems ready for Pokemon, ready to go. I will clean myself out. The only thing that I won't is if they say, oh, by the way, you're going to have 1 Pokemon drop a week for the month of December. Then I won't do that. I'll, a couple grand here, a couple grand there, and then I'll go from there. So I think the Book of the Dead it has a QR code, will be gamified. I don't know. I'll get that at some point. I'll get that back at some point. Riley Smith says, Stanley Bukowski says, it would be an exciting development if Andre had a new partnership with Veve. Love to see it. Same. Justin says, Andre, a lightweight in his field. He's one of us that made crypto money. He's multimillionaire, I believe. Super Duper Hank says, what does Andre video mean? I'm trying to figure this out. I just don't know. Andre Jick, he's a really popular YouTuber. He does magic tricks, but he does finance a lot as well. That's what I mean. Daniel Lubovsky with a $5 super chat saying, just heard the shout out, listening on delay. Thanks, bud. Glad we both made it through our deployments intact. Maybe one day we will chat about it. Me, you, and John Robert Yelland, Orion Crypto Trader, and Daniel Lee, and Raythax, and every other veteran that I know in this community will get it done. Roble says, Andre Jick, ending of the teaser, Shapes Explosion is a Pokemon card rarities. Again, it does look like that, but some of them are, but some of them aren't. Daniel Bofsky says, Louisiana, all good. Roble says, I tweeted you. Thank you. Muzzle on my feet says, Bay means honey buns, not poop. Not before anyone else. Honey buns. I could have sworn Bay meant before anyone else. But apparently it means honey buns, so Everyone I call Bay, I'm calling you honey buns. Taylor Made Bands with that $4.99 super chat says, YOLO. You know what? That's probably worth it because I'm going to go check out Taylor Made Bands later after the stream. Mr. says, he's a millionaire, a veteran, an accomplished dancer, friends with Elon. What can't you do besides tell the truth? I only tell the truth. Again, I am not friends with Elon, although I do tweet him all the time. And I've watched every single interview that he's done. So I would like to think that we are kind of friends. But let's wind the clocks back to... No, not 2018. We're going to wind the clocks back to 2017. Why 2017? Because... No, that is not the pictures. That is not the pictures. That is me on stage in 2017. I have to make sure before I swipe. Okay, yes. So that is me on stage. Taken from my friend Stephanie's Snapchat. So yeah. And that was only in 2017. There was a lot of pictures that are lost to time in the universe that were from 2010. And thank you guys for 100 likes. That means the world. So for who is that? Mr. And 1 second here. That was my, okay. Losing my wallet there. That was my ID. Yes, I was had very short hair, so I am a veteran. And I was a millionaire before OMI took a poop. So that is proof of everything else. Whippets Run says, check Twitter. The Pokemon rarities are... So they're not the rarities. The rarities are Star, Diamond, and Circle. That one did have a star and a circle, but it had a pentagon and an oval as well, and those are not rarities. Most on my feed says, and Taps is in fact Bay. We love Tap. We do not deserve Taps. Oh, 106 likes. Thanks, guys. Justin says, Cap. Mother on my feet says, Dan O, did Andre make another Veve vid? He will. He'll release it on Friday, I believe. Dan O says, that was from Discord. I need to double check the video. Yep. Someone could have edited it. I guess maybe, but either way, new video on Friday. Don Hyon says, when Pokemon? I think on Wednesday, but it could be tomorrow. Again, Logan Paul's NDA, his non-disclosure agreement, ends today. This is the last day, so it's good for another few hours, and after that, it's done. I am so sorry, guys, for all the... all the things that I'm not getting back to right now. It's just going to take a little while. All right, moving on. What was your MOS in the Air Force? I was 2T2, air transportation. So, yeah. General 69 says 5K for him. I mean, it's. Are you saying if I put it to 5K, I want to get more than that because the next cheapest one is $73.50. So if I put 9 for $59.50, $1,400 cheaper. I think that's a pretty good deal. And I bet. Honestly, somebody that owns a him might just buy it and be like, all right, now the floor price is $73.50. So, yeah, they might do that. Mozart on my feed says, add the fact that Pokemon outsold all other 100-plus Pokemon games by a huge margin. That's microtransactions. Now imagine microtransaction level purchase frequency plus NFT pricing. Burn. I am reminded of Kelso going burn, and I'm also reminded of Ellie Goulding with the let it burn. Always fine. 1775 says crazy until you go broke from investing in OMI and Earth 2. Well, yeah. I'm already pretty broke, so well, cash poor anyway. Asaya Harris has $1.99 super chat saying update on Immutable X. They've said phase 2 in the past. You're absolutely correct. They have, but the update looks like we're gonna have. Well, I mean, they said we're on phase 2 as of last week, as about a week ago, and if we continue the way I think we're going to continue, 1, 2, 3, We might be in phase 3 by end of December, and I think we'll have exchanges by early January, in my opinion. Dylan says, everyone go pump OMI. Pump, pump, pump. Actuary 1776 says, I would bet a large amount David Yu has never done any kind of illicit substance. I don't know, man. Now, obviously, he's just a very special person in general. You don't just have 17 successful businesses and have the license for Pokemon at age 19 unless you're just a workhorse that has passion and knowledge and intelligence. But that being said, a lot of the people like that I know take psychedelics. So I would not be surprised if him and Dan were one day just, tripping, and they just said, what if we did this? Wouldn't it be crazy? And they started mapping it out. Like, wouldn't it be amazing if we got all the IPs in the world under one banner? And then they talk about it, it's like, well, I know Alfred Arcon, and well, I both know Jeremy Padower, and and they start mapping it out. It's like, what would it take? Again, break it down to first principle. What would it take? Well, David already has had a bunch of licenses. Dan Carruthers is he's not just a guy out of left field that David knew. No, he's very successful by himself. And when you put it all together, how do you think of something like that? I'm reminded of that meme, that Thomas Jefferson meme. How high do you have to be to think about electricity when there is no electricity? These guys, they didn't just do this in the last year when everyone started talking about NFTs. They were doing this in 2018 when nobody was talking about that. That is a special type of and maybe they just did that out of the fact that they're the most intelligent people on Earth, or maybe that they are really smart and they had a little bit help from Lucy. Again, it's just my take on it. Actuary says Andre just made a follow-up Veve video. Doesn't make sense for him to do another one so soon if there wasn't something big happening. Yes and no. I mean, there's only so much you can cover in one video. There's only so much that you can say. Like, here's a subject that he's going heavily into for this video, but he needs another subject to go. Again, after he made that video, what happened? We have the OMI utility article. We have a bunch. There's news that happens every day. He could make a video every single week if he wanted. Probably every other day or every couple of days. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. Frank Sabago says, I converted about $200 worth of VET and ICP into Solana to transfer to Bit4X to convert to USDT to buy more OMI. I already bought 30,667 more OMI, waiting for about $27 more Solana to transfer. Dude, get that bread, Frank. Get that bread. We have a 90-minute Patreon member shout-out. Running low on songs here. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. You gotta go make it happen. In the world, in the loving embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. Like a true nature's child, we were born to be wild. All right, moving on. Bill Scott says, bruh, watch out, you might get arrested flashing those guns like that. I wish I would. Dude, I can't wait for another few months when I start to really get like bigger. Can't wait for that. Justin says, you said you weren't streaming today, but I'm not complaining. Did I say that? I don't know if I did. I said it. Oh, it's just last night I went live for 3 hours, and my voice is just destroyed. And I was on 2 other people's podcasts. I was on Wendy Stibalis' podcast, The Voices of Veve, and I was on Ian Waller's podcast before. I'll tweet that out when that's ready. Oh wow. So Sackers on Veve says, so Andre Jick and Brock McRedcat know some Veve news is inbound. They already have IP to die for. A few more won't mean much, even if they're Nintendo and SpaceX, as Randy Chavez thinks. We need utility and features and exchanges and MTO. And Brock McBlockchain tweets, there's some inaccuracies here. Now, Brock McBlockchain could be saying that the inaccuracies are me thinking that there's Nintendo and SpaceX, or the inaccuracies could be slated at the fact that we need utility and features and exchanges and MTL. Well, there is some utility and there's lots of features, and we do already have a few exchanges, and MTL is well on its way. So Brock McBlockchain could be talking about that, and maybe I'm right. Now, he also could say, like, we already have IP to die for, that's true, a few more, and he says a few more won't mean much in aggregate. So he says there's some inaccuracies here. So I'm really curious on which inaccuracies or which part of that sentence he was talking about. Yeah. And again, OMI, they're already working on OMI Utility Program Part 2. Robo says, thanks, Randy Chavez. Akavell Anderson, any thoughts on what that is? Yep. I'm just going to try to... I know I'm really behind on comments over here. I have... I just have a bunch of, like, 30 Twitter notifications. Where did Logan Paul talk about OMI? He did talk about that earlier in this year, in like March, talking about being on that OMI train, a Comey train, and then he just stopped talking about it. Why did he stop talking about it? Maybe because he was trying to do something with CryptoZoo, maybe because he was training for that Floyd Mayweather fight. There's a bunch of different reasons why he would stop talking about it. Maybe he's focusing on his podcast. I think he's got a bunch of OMI, and I think he's spent millions of dollars on Pokemon cards before. There's probably it's not a big stretch to say that he probably has a couple $100 million OMI. He could afford it. So yeah, I would say I think, with his Pokemon, with his NDA expiring today, I think Pokemon news coming, I think those two are related, and I think it's also related to what David said, us partnering with a 100-year-old company like Nintendo, and also saying that we have something really, really big coming this week. And Jeremy Pador is so the stars are kind of aligning here. Planets are aligning. Eric Electric says, what if it's Budweiser, king of beers? That would be really cool too. Anyone remember those old Budweiser commercials where it's these four guys talking on the phone? You're like, what's that? What that? That you had made it to a Super Bowl commercial where a dog gets abducted by aliens, and the dog turns into an alien, and the king and queen of the alien ship says, what have you learned on Earth, young one? And then the alien goes, what's that? I was like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, it was pretty legit. What is the OMI price right now? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what the OMI price is. Let us take a look, shall we? Let us go to the Bit4X. And the Bit4X, we're going to go and we're going to refresh. Ling Ling retweeted my stuff. Oh, it's 0.0059. Hey, we're up like 20% since yesterday. Hey. I don't know why. Like literally nothing has happened in the past. Oh God. Nothing has happened to make it go down that much or go up that much. It's just craziness. Maybe market manipulation, probably. Those are some nice green candles, though. So it was at, I think, 4.9 to 5.9. So 115, 6 times point. I made a nice 100,000 over the last day after losing 400. Moving on. Yuri Davila says 100-year company is most definitely Nintendo. So we get the whole range of their IP as characters. Guys, could you heckin' imagine? I would lose my mind when I ripped my pants. I'm going to make that my next Patreon member shout out. Also, everyone check out Star Helix, Kyle Willson on YouTube, and at EQ_crypto, at Hey David Don, and at Not Star Helix. Thank you for 111 likes, 111 likes. Dude, if we get all of them, I'll scream. Like, anyone remember in Stranger Things when Lucas screams like a girl twice in season 2 of Stranger Things? Like, ah! I would scream just like that. Probably not because my throat is destroyed, but I don't know. I would, if they announce Pokemon, I will go live on my phone and live stream me running up and down my block. I will do that for you. if they announce Pokemon within the next 48 hours. You heard it here first, folks. In the next 48 hours, if they announce Pokemon, I will go for a run. I'll live streaming and be like, oh, we got Pokemon! We got Pokemon! I will do that for y'all. On my phone because I can't take my tablet with me doing that. CM Top Dog says, I bought OMI at $4 million market cap. Oh my god. Oh, dude, congrats, brother. That's insane. Dude, good for you. You're gonna be a billionaire if you hodl. Oh, at least I hope you put in enough. Eric Electra says, or what if AMC merges with Veve? How old is AMC? Let's take a look here. AMC. We'll do AMC Wiki. AMC Entertainment Holdings, DBA, AMC Theaters. Let's see where they're at. Well, they were formerly the Dubinsky brothers, formed in 1920. So yeah, it's possible. They're 101 years old. That's a really good point that I wasn't thinking of. And they're already like a meme stock. So imagine if we get Reddit, all of Reddit, the entire Reddit army coming and be like, oh, what about AMC? What? Kyle Willson with a $2 super chat saying, woot, 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 Kyle Willson, woot, 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 woot. Woot Woot Brother says, what if Veve buys AMC? Dude, AMC, yes, and it is. It's 101 years old. So, well, I don't think we could buy AMC. Hang on one second here. Hang on one second. Let me do something. Let me do something right now. Let me do something right now. Wow, Tesla's closing at 11:30. Anyway, let's see what their market cap's at. Their market cap's $18.9 billion. Let's see. Hang on one second. Well, AMC has about 65 million of the high interest notes remaining on the books, and in June they reported about 5.2 billion in corporate borrowing. So, with 5.2 billion in debt and their market cap being 18.9 billion, so 18.9 minus 5.2, we're looking at 13.7, and the debt is structured so that only about 365 million must be repaid before 2024. It's still a lot. I don't think we could buy them. What I think we could do, not that we should, but what I don't know if OMI has any debt, but if they were to buy them and then place all of their debt onto AMC and have AMC declare bankruptcy, well, guess what? Then OMI Veve has no debt. They would have no debt to pay off, and they would just be purely in the profit. And again, I don't know if they do have debt, but yeah. So it's five. So as of October 4th, they have 5.5 billion in debt. So it actually grew another 200 million. So 300 million. So it's 5.5 billion in debt on its balance sheet. 23.96 million in interest expenses in the first 6 months of 2021. But that being said, the stock price has gone up like 1,800% this year. So that is interesting. I get it. I mean, if let's say Coinbase decided to want to try to buy Veve, what is Coinbase's market cap? Let's take a look at this. Coinbase Global, their market cap's about 83 billion. So if they want to one day take over and they do some seed funding, let's say they get some seed funding from Coinbase, and they're not, but again, if you have that, why would you buy AMC? The only way that I think you would buy a company, that type of company, is just to add more debt on it and have that company declare bankruptcy because now your debt is on their balance sheet. That's the only way I would see doing that, but I just wouldn't want that. Where was I? Saya, but Budweiser. Okay. Um, yeah, Eric Electric. What advanced TV? Yeah, that'd be crazy. Connor giving me the flexes. Energy says hi fam. Insane says OMI pumping because of December 3rd. I don't know. I do not think that Daniel Lee was the cause of the dump, and I don't think that Andre Jick is the cause of the pump. I think that happens to be that's circumstantial. And now I get it. What did Commissioner Gordon say to Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Batman: Dark Knight Rises? You're a detective now. You're not allowed to believe in coincidences anymore. And I'm not like doing the Bane voice. Like he's got like a legit oxygen mask on because he's like dying. So anyway, so I get it. Maybe I shouldn't believe in that coincidence, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that was just will manipulation, but I know that's an easy answer. Kareem Thomas says, "Oh me, homie." Giovanni Day, give me the prayer hands. Oh, to God. BMAT X says, "It's funny how people are not giving Veve the credit it deserves, but now think Recur will be huge based on only that it exists and no other info." Yeah, it's like that car company that hasn't made a car yet, but it's worth like X amount of billions of dollars. Like it doesn't make sense. Walt C says, "Please read. Fire, ready, aim. We're definitely ready for Pokemon." Why would you fire, ready, aim? Why wouldn't you aim, ready, fire? Yeah, I agree. I think we're ready. General 69 says, "I don't think folks are saying no Pokemon because of anything other than the app is buggy and crap on larger drops. Example, Homer Drop." Well, that was also the Homer Drop was not due to Veve. That was due to an outside company. But I get it. It says, "And will leave a sour taste again with new users and current users." That is possible. Some people might be like, "Hey, you know what? I haven't gotten anything on this drop. The app crashes. I'm done." Well, when they see their friends making a butt ton of money, like, maybe I'll get back on it. Was it discouraging when I used to go and I used to try it for the Ultraman drops and everything, and the app would crash and I would, yeah, absolutely. Like, man, I really wanted some. But at the end of the day, people got to put in perspective. Like, if that's the worst thing that happens to you all week or all day, it's a pretty good day. It's a pretty good week, and you probably have a pretty good life. But I get it. It's annoying. It's frustrating. You're taking time out of your day, which maybe some people don't have a lot of, and they're not getting anything. But at the end of the day, it's just fun. Like again, people trying to buy the Spider-Man NFT this morning, the tickets for it. Well, what happened? They crashed all the AMC's websites. Are they going to be like, "Oh, AMC's a scam"? No, it's just that they crashed the websites. If enough people are wanting to buy something, it happens with New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, apparently AMC with the Spider-Man tickets. So yeah. Insane says, "Yeah, that is weird, but I think everyone tries to be that first guy that told everyone about it." That's true. That's true. The Dot Entertainment says, "Like the green candles." Yes. Justin says, "Losing all hope was freedom." Yeah, right. And we got Stidwack with a $5 super chat saying, "Yo, I had to super chat to say that I have the exact same Royal Saiyan crest tatted as well. Saiyans for life. Saiyans for life." VMAT says, "Omi should retrace a bit very soon now, so don't be scared when you see a big red." It might. After going up 20% in one day, yeah, it might do a small little retrace and then go back up. It needs a little time to breathe. Justice says, "Mm-hmm." Insane says, "Omi goes boom." Risa Roscoe says, "Randy, did you see the recent Andre Jick video with the Omi outro date, 12/3? Well, I saw the clip enough times, yes. Domain name says, "Hi, mate. Thoughts on Meta Hero partner with Sony, builder of personal avatars?" Anything that brings attention to the metaverse, I'm for. I hope it's a good project. I hope they do right by the players and by the people, and I'm excited for it. Glenn Chua says, "Right with you. My land investment will be significant." Good for you. Good for you, Glenn. Me, you, and Henry Pagliuca, all right next to each other. New York Patriot says, "I'm waiting for a whale to come in and make a big red candle and ruin my day." Oh, well, I guess it could happen. It might happen. Non-Fungible Wonderful says, "Can people rent NFTs at physical locations?" I assume you probably could, but why would you go to a physical location to get the NFT when you could just do it online and not leave the comfort of your own home? But yes, I assume you can do that. That's something that, yeah, might as well. J-Man says, how many hoverboards do you have, Randy? So I'm going to disappoint you here. I had 10. I had one set, and then I got another set after the Master Collector program came out. I was like, oh, well, I want to get more points, and this is really cheap. And then I decided, listen, I'm going against my own values, where I told everyone in my first Patreon member, Eli Horse, Elijah one, Eli man, Elijah, that and he can vouch for me. I would say all of last year that I always told people to just collect what they like. And I wasn't doing that. I was trying to play the game of like, oh, give me points in the Master Collector program and whatever. Like, so I sold all my hoverboards. I only have 27 sets left. Only. I still have 27 sets and like 200 collectibles left. Because I'm just going to collect what I like. I like Pokemon. And will I get all of the original first series at some point? Yeah, probably. But I want to go and I want to say, hey, I want Pokemon. I want more Pokemon than Ray Fixie's going to get. I want more. There's going to be some people like, who's that guy from Gymshark? Logan something? Hang on. Let me find it and figure it out. Gymshark. Logan. What's the dude's name? Logan. No, not Logan Schmidt. Logan Cook. I forget his name. Put Gymshark owner. Not Ben Frank. Maybe I'm tripping. I could have sworn the name was Logan though. It was for. Oh man. Whatever the name was, the dude that NFT Pirates interviewed. Actually, let me go and do that because this is a significant point. Normally, I wouldn't take that much time on it. NFT Pirates. Oh god, I put Pirates. And if you go to his videos, you'll see like a week or two ago, Lewis Morgan. I don't know why I called him Logan. Lewis Morgan is the Gymshark co-founder. And why I spent so much time trying to find his name is because I asked him like a week ago, says, hey, how much of your net worth are you going to spend on Akomi related products, whether it's the NFTs and OMI? And he said, well, be advised, Mr. Chavez, I only found out about this project from, our good friend NFT Pirates. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he said about 2 to 3%, which might not sound like a lot, but his net worth is well over 9 figures. He has worth over $100 million. So 2 to 3% for that is a couple $1 million that he's going to invest. So yeah, but just be advised, giant whales incoming. Moving on. Zach R says, in Zach's new video, he slows down the tease at the end of Andre's video frame by frame, and the very last thing where he thinks it's Homer is definitely not. WTF is it? I don't know. I've looked at it. Oh, that's a Wendy. Hi. It's almost looks like the Eye of Sauron. And then inside of it, you have the 12/03/21. Okay, December 3rd. Now, unless that's a troll and he actually means March 12th, and we should all look back to March 12th from Andre Jick or Comey, but I don't know what that is. This right here looks like a head, and this looks like a hand, and it looks like he's pulling something over himself, like that's the elbow right there. Oh god. So that looks like a skull, that looks like a hand, that looks like the elbow, and it looks like he's doing something like that. But then at the same, like, there's something up here also. So I don't know, man. I don't know what that could be. Not 100% sure. But we shall see. Shadow NFT says, why do we think Pokemon is coming again? I've said multiple times this one, but just because a 100-year-old company happens to be Nintendo, owns Pokemon, Jeremy Padower, who's really big into the Pokemon licenses, he's been tweeting. Again, he just tweeted about Pokemon like an hour ago. So a lot of things are coming into fruition. Arjun Singh says, Randy, I just joined your stream. Why are we talking about Pokemon in December? Okay, so I get it. That was a half hour ago. Because of all the tweets and everything that they have made in the past, and in conjunction with... Anyone remember Jeremy Padower's tweet where he had said he had tweeted about the world's oldest stamp? A little weird, but okay. And then the next day we announced a USPS, United States Postal Service stamps. Well, 2 hours ago he tweeted, Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchise ever. 25th anniversary Pokemon stats will blow your mind. 380 million units sold for the game. 1 billion plus downloads for Pokemon Go. 35 billion cards sold. 1,100 plus episodes. And 110 plus billion in retail sales. So, again, he's tweeting. Brock McBlockchain, our breadcat, is tweeting. Shadow NFTs is coming in December. I think, and again, Logan Paul's his non-disclosure agreement ends today. So tomorrow, and again, Brock McBlockchain tweeted within 2 days, which could be tomorrow or early December 1st. Today's the 29th, and 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Yeah. So there's 30 days in November. Uncle Always says Secret Rare Gorilla Super Cheap was 10 grand last week. Now it's 5.1. It's a gem squeeze. Brendan Z says December 3rd is a Friday. I see a movie launch. And that also another reason why we're probably going to have the Veve AMA on a Saturday. I have so much going on. What else were we saying here? December 3rd is Friday. Yep. Harish S says Pokemon meets Veve is the movie name. That'd be great. Cloudshag says 100 likes. Let's go. I have 119 now. That's pretty good. Red and Z says just snipe number 888 of the Sheesh Frog for floor price. Ma man, get it. Omar Casadra says Dashi can be your manager and you dance again while he collects OMI for you. I guess that is possible. Dashi can do whatever Dashi wants. Woo, 121 likes. Thanks, guys. Brandon J says, thank you for your service, Randy. Sincerely noble to lay your life on the line for the freedom of others, and it's very appreciated. Thank you. I appreciate the support and everything. It's so weird. Me and for those of you that don't know, I'm still talking. I'm still here. I was lacing up boots one day, or it wasn't even my boots, but I was just lacing up my my shoes one day, and what every veteran does that's deployed, whenever you put on your shoes, you go like that. And there's actually some stuff in there just now. But I would do that all the time in front of my friends, and eventually my friend Brittany says, like, why do you always do that? And then my friend Kara had like just interjected, just spoke for me, just said like, I was checking for scorpions, and they're like, what? And then my old suite mate, he would be like, yeah, like when you're in the desert, when it's 120 degrees every day, and you're making like $3 a day per diem, $350. That's what we used to say, $350. Scorpions, to be cool, they would go hide in your boot, and you have to shake out your boots. And we would always be like, oh, best job I ever had. It sucked, but it was the best job I ever had. It's great. Cloud Shack says, would you see Pokemon/Nintendo causing upward price action with OMI, or similar to what we saw with Disney, the price stay where it is? Without exchanges, it's probably going to go sideways. I mean, it'll still go up a little bit with the announcement, but again, when you have something like this with not a lot of exchanges, this really won't be cooked into the price until much, much later, in a couple months. Kurt says, I hope it's an Immutable X and exchanges news over Pokemon SpaceX Nintendo, to be honest. I mean, I think we could... I don't think it's too much to ask for both. BMAT X says, Cloud Chat can't really have anything meaningful without exchanges. That's true. It's true. Scotty doesn't know. Give me those OMI to the moon ×4. Michael Gaming says third. And we got Justin says, why is OMI going up? Dude, I don't know. It does what it wants. It's crazy. Crypto B says, what do you mean by NDA and Logan Paul? Where is this information from? And why in 2 days? So Logan Paul does have a non-disclosure agreement, aka NDA, that ends today. This is the last day of it, and it has to do with Pokemon. Or he has an NDA that ends today, and then also he was telling a Pokemon story about how he paid $150,000 for a Charizard, and since he got it graded with Beckett BGS 10, now it's worth $1 million. And a buddy of his was just like, oh yeah, but this Pokemon story is nothing compared to that, that other one. This Pokemon story pales in comparison to that other one, right? Right, Logan? Right? And then Logan's just like trying to give him those eyes. And he's like, I'm not going to say anything, but huh. And then another guy over there is like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So the fact that his non-disclosure agreement ends today, and Brock McBlockchain saying, hey, within 2 days, something big's going to happen. And Brock's also said the other day, actually on Sunday, is just like, wow, you guys are not prepared for what's going to happen this week. And Reese is just like, and then Jeremy Padour is like, giving all the, those sideward eyes. Pretty exciting. So that's why I think. And the information comes from his podcast, Impulsive. Not Impulsive. It's Impulsive, but AU instead of U. And then we got Scotty doesn't know, says only all of a sudden taking off. Coincidence? I don't know. Kurt says, I'm sure David, Dan, and Al Khan got hot. I don't know if Al did. Al was very, I don't know. Maybe. Boy Drowsy ASMR says, what do you think Andre's teaser is about? Pokemon, the Veveverse? I don't know. Well, it's definitely about Veve. We know that, but it started with season 1 and then it ends with, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I can't wait though. I think Andre's video is going to be about what they're announcing in the next couple of days. So be advised, guys, the clock is ticking for, let me go to Brock McBlockchain, our favorite bread cat. And also check out his project Fiches, by the way. It's really cool. Oh, there's a new tweet. Months ago, when Spider-Man dropped, man, a lot has happened this year, I mentioned I was grabbing common Spider-Mans. Bought up 20 of them for $40, if I recall right. They're now $215. That was a few months ago. Spidey is in front and center when you open the app. Only commons. So 2 hours ago, he mentioned less than 2 days. Now, could he have been talking about the Fiches update that he's had for winter? Maybe. But I think that that has to do with Akomi and Omi. Why? Well, I'll show you why. Hang on. 2 days, winter. Oh, yeah, talking about winter update. I will go and I'll say winter. Winter is coming. Reminder, t-shirts, fiches. Yeah, yesterday, he says, been a fun, long weekend. Looks at clock. This week, things are about to get exciting. That was yesterday. And then yesterday, you have Reese going, oh, giving you the side eyes. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think underneath, what the fudge? Underneath Reese, you had Jeremy Padour. So that's like the trifecta that you got there. But the clock is ticking. Again, as of a few hours ago, we had that tweet. It says less than 2 days. So actually, I got to like that. So I think we have less than 46 hours, which will be, again, either tomorrow or on December 1st at some point, where we'll get Pokemon. Moving on. Brandon J says, the machine elves told them about it on a DMT trip to the DMT dimension. Maybe. Justin says, non-disclosure agreement. Yep. Kurt says, just bought more OMI. My man. Dinferno says, howdy. Omar Kasaja says Budweiser released their first NFTs today and all sold out. Nice, nice. New York Patriot says, I'll fangirl if we get Nintendo. Kurt's laughing. And Kyle Wilson with that $2 super chat says, woot woot. And then we have a 2-hour super chat. When I ripped my pants, I thought that I had everybody on my side. Then I went and blew it all sky high. Now she won't even spare a passing glance. All just because I ripped my pants. The big Larry came all just to put him down. SpongeBob turned into a clown. And no girl ever wants to dance with a fool who went and ripped his pants. I know I shouldn't mope around, I shouldn't curse. All right, moving on. Has what if Veve buys AMC? AMC is 100 years old, it's possible. Tyreek Murphy says, a wise man once said, when everyone is greedy, be fearful. And when everyone is fearful, be greedy. Same. Dan K says, they are not going to buy AMC. Guys, please don't be ridiculous. They wouldn't have dropped a ticket already. AMC is in so much debt. It's crazy. $5 billion. Yes, they are. I don't know how much they have in the war chest. And it's $5.5 billion now. But again, that would be the point of acquiring a company like that. Either turning it around or putting all your debt on that company and then having that company declare bankruptcy. Kurtan says, hey, what's up, Randy? Kurtan, it's been a while. Hey, it's been a while. I hope you are good. Zygar says, not AMC. We wouldn't want AMC. It's trash. Agreed. Kyle Wilson says, at Dan K, I know, LOL. I traded AMC stock at the beginning of the year when they almost went under. You probably made a fortune with that. They blew up. Dan K says, GameStop has a better change merging with they are bringing NFT marketplace with Loopring. I can send DD to Randy. DD. Sorry, me and my friend Thomas watched this movie called Piranha 3DD because they had a bunch of girls with but it's a movie called Piranha in 3DD where it's in 3D. It's really cool. It's really fun. Andrew Detox says, I thought AMC paid off their debt from the squeeze. Nope. Janie I says, Dan K, yeah, I was also thinking about the debt AMC has. Insane says it's not how it works. Kurtan says, do your own research. Bo Gilek says, not how it works. Kyle Wilson says, Veve is the cash cow and could raise seed funding. Could be insane. They could. They can do whatever they want. But I think there's other better things to do than buy AMC outright. Dan K says, Veve makes more money than AMC tenfold. Do they? I mean, Veve, they gross a lot, but they have to give a lot away to their licensors. They have to pay off. Yeah, I don't know how much money I would love to get a look at their books to see what goes on. But again, because of their balance sheet, that is mostly OMI, and that literally 100x this, it's insane. So yeah. Zagar says, definitely not how that works, Randy. That's called fraud. No, you can do that. I forget what major company did that recently, but they did do that. And again, you don't just put it on your debt and then declare bankruptcy the next day. There's ways to go about it, that there are loopholes, and you can do that. Yes, to be able to say, oh, I'm going to put my debt on here and then just immediately declare bankruptcy. Yes, but you can do that. I forget the exact process. I didn't really follow it that closely. I don't even remember what company it was, but that is something that has been done before. They just still know how it works. Tyree Murphy says, OMI grew an additional 100 million market in 2 hours. Manipulation? Maybe. Crazy Dan 420 says, pretty sure it's not AMC. That's still not how it works. Zach R says, defrauding debt holders out of their money. Yeah, no, like it's happened. I have to do research on where it did happen, but it did. Kyle Wilson says, probably just Andre News pumping the price, maybe, plus OMI finding the floor. I don't know. Tariq Murphy says 100 million pumped into OMI in 2 hours. I think it's just, it's not that $100 million pumped. Well, hang on, because that doesn't happen. I think max will have is like maybe 20 million. The 24-hour trading volume is currently 10.7 million. So it's not a lot. The max that I've seen in recent months, I think, has been 20-something million. So again, it's not a ton. Jeez, I have so many of these. Oh, so I had a Ian, the Power of Ideas, or at Power of One Diaz. He's the one that interviewed me today. Video up later tonight, so I'll retweet that when that goes out. Kurt says that's a light Monday. B. Matt says it's not much at all. Perfectly normal movement. Pat McBride says, are those Pokemon rarity shapes? They are not. Some of them are, but some of them are not. Mr. Digivore says, who else thinks that it's crazy that the government could use Omicron for this new COVID variant? I know, right? That's bananas. He messes no one. Tyreek says, well, a couple of exchanges, but not the good ones. Well, we will probably get a few exchanges. I think one of them will be good, and a couple of them will just be, whatever. Tyreek Murphy says, Mr. G4, he's laughing. Wendy says, Randy, I came here to see if you were here. I'm always here. I am always here. And you message me, and then you don't message me back. Wendy, I hope you're doing well. What time is that? I'm almost caught up on comments. Carlos Castrejon says, Paul. David Pham says, price prediction if Veveverse rules all Metaverse. What are we talking, like end of the decade? I don't know, $10? Yeah, if we go to the end of the decade, yeah. Kurt says, Wendy is everywhere. I know, right? Glenn Chua says, Jim Shark, Lewis Morgan. There you go. God of War says, Randy, how you doing? It's Kiwo Wong. Dude, how you doing, fam? I hope you're doing well. Pat McBride says, Lewis Morgan. Yeah, I know. Will says, it's Homer. Wendy says, Kurt. Wendy says, I'm Supergirl. That's why. She is. Insane says, that is just Homer Simpson's. Simpson section. No, this. Hold on. 1 second. This is not. Oh, is it? Oh, I think it. Hold on. Okay, because we see someone choking Bart. Okay, so that. All right, hang on 1 sec. Hang on. Because I have a Homer Simpson one. So let's see. We got here. We go to my sets. Simpsons. It does look very. That does look really close. Hold on. I'm going to take a screenshot. Take another screenshot. I'm going to go to my screenshots. And I'm going to make. Okay. Hold on. There's some pro screenshotting right here. Yeah, that is Homer Simpson. Like, look at that, the mouth coming out, the mouth, the shoes, the hand. The hand. Yeah, that does look like Homer. That does look like him a lot. So okay, all right. All right, fair point. Point goes to Homer. Kurt says, hello, Wendy Stibalis. Pong Ma says Homer and Bart. Yep, that's Homer choking Bart. It is. And Zane says, why did we all forget about Coca-Cola? We didn't. It's there, but I think, Coca-Cola would be great, but it's not as cool as Nintendo. Jennifer Gardner says, what up, Randy? Yo, what's going on? David Perez says, love the hat. Why, thank you. I got it in Kuwait. Sergeant Cerna bought this for me. Why would it end if it's not out? Weird. Why would it end if it's not out? I don't know. Jennifer Gardner says, I would like to see a V for Vendetta comic drop. V for Vendetta would be legit. That'd be fun. Great movie. Mr. DG4 says, LOL at Tyreek Murphy. Kurt says, bruh, how are we supposed to sleep with all these exciting things going on? I'll have to. I need to sleep. Yeah, if I miss it, I'll wake up and I'll do it. I don't know. Mr. DG4 says, seriously, though, they hate non-OMI. Jennifer Gardner says, Randy, is anyone taking into consideration that there's going to be able to drive the Pizza Planet truck? Haven't heard anyone bring it up yet. It just looks different how that is, and I have to check Monopoly too, but it looks different because you could tell that the Ecto 1 and the DeLorean already had drivability. The Ecto 1 at least has sound. And the Pizza Planet truck, it doesn't look like you can really go in. It doesn't really look like it's animated at all. So I think that's why. Frank Sabaka says, I moved to Arizona in March of this year. I haven't seen a single scorpion or rattlesnake, yet I'm a little disappointed. Consider yourself lucky. Veve Addict says, hey Randy, what are your thoughts on Andre's new video ending? Love that he is a bromie. Video ending looks cool. I can't wait. I really can't wait to I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait for the announcement. I can't wait for people's reactions to the announcement. I can't wait for his reaction to the announcement. I can't wait for Logan. There's so much stuff going on. Insane says that Jennifer Garner is probably not going to be animated and drivable because it's part of the Disney Golden Moment. Those are more likely to just be just statues. Agreed. Jennifer Garner says, but that doesn't mean that they won't have some type of utility in the Veveverse. It just means that they won't be drivable. Jennifer Garner says, also think that Bart's skateboard will be used kind of like the other skateboards in the Veve. Again, that'd be pretty cool. I'd ride it. Josh C says, thanks for the content. Love yo stuff. Thanks, Josh. Oh, wait, Josh C. Is that the Josh C that I... Oh, no, disregard. I know another Josh C. C-Spill says, is OMI dumping because of Omicron? No. Although, when Corona came out, the Corona beer, those sales took a decline at first. And then they went to the moon. So this could actually help long term. Insane says, at C-Spill, OMI Diamond Hands Pineapple. Yes, we do. Edward Garcia says, just bought a super chat on Crypto R Us live stream. Asked about OMI and Veve. Let's go. Edward Garcia, what do you say? 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 Let me know what he said. Josh says, will you take a song request? If I know it, maybe, but I don't know if I'm going to know it. I don't know. Timothy Lamateri says, 20 million OMI milestone completed thanks to this dump. Dude, get it, Tim. Get it. So, Jossie, request it. If I know it, I'll sing it. If not, oh well. But usually, though, anyone in my Meow Gang, they can request it at any time. So if you're in my Meow Gang, there's a bunch of people on here that's in the Meow Gang. They can request songs at any time. Yeah. Midnight Run 911 says, Crypto R Us told me that OMI wasn't a Metaverse play. Interesting. I am unsure why. Is he downplaying it? Let me know. Gooseneck says, I just purchased 2.5 million OMI, the same amount Daniel Lee sold. Attaboy. Edward Garcia says, Crypto Russ said, licensing is going to get us far. He told me something I already knew. Yeah, I feel like that's been his answers. Like, yeah, I think the licensing's really good. I think they got really good licensing. Like, that's literally his answer every single time someone super chats him. I know, because I used to super chat him all the time. Ain't no more, though. Heard that answer enough. Monarch says, if Veve gets Pokemon, they should do what the Bored Apes did with the mutant serum for Pokemon evolutions. Give him some unique interactions. I don't know if they'll be able to do that. I mean, they're already going to have probably Mega Evolutions at some point. They're already probably going to have the not Evolutions, the ones that they got in X and Y. I forget what they were called. But they're going to have some shinies. They're going to have some Alolan variants and all that jazz. I don't think they'll be able to really mess with it too much, though. General 69 says, I get anxiety when I think about being cash poor, yet having enough OMI to buy a decent house. First world problems. Same. Slava says, Disney pieces are falling hard. C-3PO is down to 775. Nice. Good. I'm just going to take some questions over here. And we got Black Excellence saying, I wouldn't care if it was a partnership with Baskin Robbins and Little Debbie's Cakes. This is the only project in the world that will change the way we collect 100%. And that was Veve or Bust, Black Excellence, saying that. He's a cool dude. I'm on his spaces a lot. Omar Kazaja says, the Pokemon TCG, Vaporeon VMAX, Jolteon VMAX, and Flareon VMAX premium collections will be available on December 3rd, 2021 at the Pokémon Center where Pokemon TCG products are sold. I could actually go to that in New York City. It's gonna be freezing, so I don't want to. But wow, I have more likes than I do viewers. This is really good. I'm going to go on the Snapchat and say that I have more likes than I do viewers. Whoa, I never meant to brag. Now I got them where I want them, and now, whoa. Okay. Omar says this is what I found on that date. Omar says there's a Pokemon Go community happening next month too. Ooh. David Pham says, "What's your first big purchase when OMI hits $1?" I don't know. I mean, I'm already gonna probably be doing a bunch of philanthropic stuff. I mean, like for myself. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'd finally get my own gym. You know, I finally get my own like setup. And although honestly though, part of the fun of going to a gym is just like seeing the same dudes every day. What's up? What's up? Give me a spot, bro. Like just it's just look at like just messing with the guys too. Like, yo, look at these gains, bro. And be like, yo, you're looking skinny, bro. What do you bench, like 185, bro? And they're like, girl. You know, it's just funny. So maybe do that. I don't know. Insane says, imagine we have to exchange Pokemon for evolution. Dude, I've been thinking that too. But here's the thing, though. They would have to give out... Let's just do the math here real quick. Let's say they gave out 100,000 Charizards. Not even they gave out, some that buy. Well, that's a lot of... Or sorry, 100,000 Charmanders. Well, that's a lot. And let's say you need 5 Charmanders to make a Charmeleon. And then you need 3 Charmeleon to make a Charizard. Well, you need 15 Charmanders for 1 Charizard. And then another 5 to make a Charmeleon. So that's 21. And then another Charmander just to have 1 of each. 1 Charmander, 1 Charmeleon, 1 Charizard costs you 21 Charmanders. That's a lot. And then, let's say if you're like me, and let's say you just want to buy 1,000 Charmander, and you don't evolve them. And you just have them there, and then you just okay. Well, there's that many less Charizards that are able to be made. And again, what is that? Let's say Charmander's $40. Okay, well, I gotta spend $40,000. If OMI is 5 cents by the time we get Pokemon, I'll spend $100,000. But if they announce OMI soon, I will only spend about 10. But I'll clear out my gems. So yeah, that's what I would do. So yeah, I have thought about that. Insane. It's just if they do that, they have to put out a lot of Pokemon, like 1 million or millions, because again, we're gonna have millions of people on this app. And what if you have, you know, like Charlie that's like, you know, 12 years old, really wants Pokemon, and Pokemon are like $8,000. You know that? Yeah, I'd feel really bad. So they would need to put out like millions, I think. Which again, I don't think they'd want to do. Pablo says, I'm late to the show. Sorry. Why do you think SpaceX is here? See, if you were late by like 12 minutes, like that's fine. Being late by 2 hours, 60. No, it's fine. It's fine, Pablo. I'm gonna go over the stuff right here. Right here. We got nope. That's McBreadCat. Was not aiming for that. We got Chong Fang saying in September that in 2013, Elon put an email to employees on why he wants to keep SpaceX private. And then earlier today, Elon Musk found that tweet and said, a lot has happened in 8 years, meaning he wants to take it public. And when Elon does something, he does something in fashion, in the dramatic. And I think a way he would do that is like, hey, to celebrate our way of going public, here's some SpaceX NFTs. And Jeremy Padawar tweeting about Elon Musk on that same day. And then we have David Yu, who's also worn the SpaceX hat in the past. And he likes space. We already have Star Trek and Star Wars, space, and Buzz Lightyear. Well, we have Pixar, so space-bearing civilizations, space-bearing characters. And if we have Pokemon, they are also from space, some of them. Arceus, you have Clefable, Cleffa, and Clefairy. Then you have Deoxys, Palkia, Dialga, not Lucario. Who's the one that Giratina, a Darkrai. You have a bunch of these. Yeah, Darkrai. I don't know. It's from space. So it's just a lot of connections. Omar Kasaja says, seems like big month in December for real, Pokemon fam. It does, yeah. Taxi Corp says, did anyone mention that the video has a burning O symbol at the end? Would this set OMI on fire? I think so. Brendan Z says, easy clap. December 3rd is the movie launch of the new Pokemon movie premiering on... Pokemon is not going to premiere on Disney+. That just wouldn't happen. But let me just Google... December 3rd, Pokémon. Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, VMAX Premium Collectibles on that date. What do you say here? I don't see anything for Easy Clap, though. So Easy Clap Pokemon. Oh, I guess that's a video game? But that is not... Yeah, Pokemon would not be on Disney. Or it wouldn't be on Disney+. So, moving on here. Yeah, Pat McBride says, Randy's first purchase when OMI hits $1 is probably going to be more OMI. I don't know if I think I already have enough. Or at least I'll have enough at $1 that I probably wouldn't want to buy more. But who knows? Maybe at that time banks will actually give me a loan. Like, oh, okay, take this loan and buy some more OMI. Brendan Z says, easy clap means I will smack those cheeks easily. Brendan Z, you're great. Harris OU says, are you buying any other company NFTs? I might buy Recur NFTs if they have some really cool Riptar ones, like Rugrats, Arya. If they have cool, good-looking ones, I'll buy some at some point next year. Zach R says, you're right, Pat. Got me, Brendan Z. Brendan Z says, dunking Oreos in milk right now and dreaming of an AR Charizard on Veve. Dude, that's like such an American dream. Dude, I need some... I need another protein shake. I need to be able... Yeah, I'll do that after Although it's already 10:30. I don't know if I want one. Brendan Z's feeling like a kid. Insane says, Charlie gotta better get his mother's credit card. Yeah, I could picture people doing that. So anyone remember, it happened 10 years ago where these 12-year-old kids, you ever get those credit cards that you ever get in the mail that you just automatically don't, you just, cut up and throw away? Well, this one kid, his dad got a credit card and his kid took it. It was a pre-approved credit card and he started using it. So him and his friends did a whole thing where let's get a hotel and let's get some escorts. Let's get some of those. And they pulled the thing hey, I'm sleeping at his house. This person, hey, I'm sleeping at his house. Hey, I'm sleeping at his house. And they all go to a hotel. And when the escorts get there, they said you guys look a little young. And the kids told them, we're actually with a traveling circus and it would be illegal for you to refuse a service. And the girl's like, okay, even though it's illegal in general. So what did the kids do with these beautiful women? They racked up about $30,000 on the dad's credit card, paying that because they paid them by the hour, and they played World of Warcraft with them. They were paying them by the hour, so they paid X amount of hours, and they played World of Warcraft. They didn't even do anything. They just played World of Warcraft with them. I thought that was the funniest freaking thing in the world. So yeah, people are definitely going to, what do you call it? Kids are definitely going to do that. Horse on Jupiter says, is there any value to the AMC Spider-Man NFT? Do you think it's a good idea to secure one just in case it might be worth something? I don't know what it looks like. If it looks cool, and again, there's going to be 100 different variants of it. If it looks cool, maybe I'll get one, or the ones that I like. I think there will be people trying to collect them all. But I think what people aren't looking at is the fact that they're going to look at them, they're going to do research on it, and they're going to find out that Spider-Man VV NFTs are already worth tens of thousands of dollars. Meaning the secret rare Spider-Man being worth $14,000 right now. I think that will bring a lot more attention and a lot more money and people to the VV space, in my opinion. JDN says, I missed it. What about SpaceX? I can't. I've explained 8 times. I'm sorry. I love you, JDN, John Dorian. But I've explained like just go to like the first like 10 minutes. I explain it there. Mr. says maybe I'll say he'll take a shower. I took a shower this morning. Monarch says, what's your type of protein? Whey? Yeah, gold standard whey protein. And Saint says, sexy, wow, or just normal, wow. I saw your face and wow. Guys, I'm gonna bounce. I've been going for 2.5 hours. Unless you want any other final questions, I'll do the last couple minutes. Any other final questions while I go on the Twitter and I go over some of these notifications here. Oh, Taps liked my status. I love him. Ling Ling liked it. Mama Veve liked it. Zach Shade liked it. Orion liked woohoo. Actually, okay. Alright, gonna get out of there. And Brock McBlotchin said, anyone ever read Harold and the Purple Crayon? I don't think so. Tell me more, tell me more. Oh. So also, I've been hearing a lot about the amazing Fantasy number 15. You know, the first appearance. I've been hearing a lot about this. Been hearing a lot. I don't know why, but I've been hearing a lot about it. Again, not 100% sure why. And, well, that would make sense because December 17th is Spider-Man No Way Home. So, yeah, I would think that if we were going to get that comic, maybe we're going to get it on that day. Who knows? Sir Little says, I heard we got a something 19 NFT coming out on Friday. Y'all are insane. Frank Zabago says, nah, I'll get some rest, bro. Horse on Jupiter says, can you give me a price prediction, if you don't mind, by the middle of next year? Thank you for... I'm going to say that the middle of next year is going to be the high before we go and we enter a bear market. So let's say at the high, let's say we're at 30 cents. And then maybe we enter a bear market. And again, I think that's doable. You know, crypto summer, altcoin season, who knows? You know, so I think that is possible. Horse on Jupiter. Ty Allright says, what professional sports NFTs do you think we see first? I'm hoping wrestling. Hoping WWE. Scott doesn't know. Says, thanks, Randy. Omi homies. All right, everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. And I'm going to do one more Patreon member shout-out. But before I do that, everyone check out Star Helix and Kyle Willson on the YouTube, and check out at Not Star Helix, at Hey David Don, and at EQ_crypto on the tweeters. Oh man, no, I can't do that. I'm gonna try it. Everywhere I go, people always know the Johnny Cena's got a that he loves to show. Girl, everywhere I go, people always know the Johnny Cena's got a that he loves to show. Wake up, grab beer, grab rear, shave beard, put on your scene gear. Gotta. I tried making a kid-friendly version of Everywhere I Go. I didn't really work out too well. Thank you. Gonna write some music now. Goodbye, Insane. Chambo El Latinomi, Randy. Thank you. Thank you. Omaxages, thank you. Have a good night. Riley Smith says, thanks, Randy. Good night. Good night. I love you all. Thank you all for the super chats. Those mean the world. And everyone, if you missed the whole explanation that I had, just watch the first 10 minutes of this. The first 10 minutes gives my explanation on why I think Pokémon and Logan Paul and SpaceX and Earth 2 and all of that jazz. So I love you. Thank you. And good night. Meow, 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 meow. Don't forget to register your unstoppable domains. Today is 50% off. Copy that.